California. You got it. This one's for free. AJ Hawk, $5,000. USA, USA, USA.
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey. What? Let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for it.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pink.
Stop! Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people. And welcome to our humble abode, the DraftKings Thunderdome. On this Patriot Games final Tuesday, August 11, 2026, the sports program begins now. Football is happening. Joint practices have already begun, and boy, it looks like some teams are much closer to winning a Lombardi than others already. There's highlights from some teams, lowlights from others, and we got real football happening across the NFL. Colts and Patriots have already begun. Bucks and Jets have already happened. Geno Smith allegedly has thrown the ball to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers a few times. The New England Patriots have potentially cooked the Colts a few times on one-on-ones. The New England Patriots social media team's on top of it.
Sure.
Every time I see a Colts player getting cooked, it's up on social media by the Patriots within a half a second. Pop's getting some, AJ's getting some other randoms I do not know that even exist are getting some. There's a lot of Colts lowlights happening, but joint practices are obviously a phenomenal time because you get a chance to see who you are outside of hitting against people wearing your same uniform. Now, obviously, for the bottom half of the roster, these days are gigantic as well because you're not only showcasing to your team and your staff and your personnel who you are, but also another team's staff and personnel. Anytime you get on film for any team, it's good news. There's a guaranteed fight coming from all of these, as the Cowboys will take on the Rams over there in Southern California. Titans and the Niners will battle, and that's Salah going back over there. We'll see how they kind of fare. But all of these will feature a fight, and all of these will feature some highlights that'll make us all think that our teams are potentially better than other teams at this standpoint. Let's remember, it is only August 11th.
True.
So if you're an Indianapolis Colts fan, it could be a tough day on social media.
Yikes.
Okay? Okay. That's one rep. That's one rep from one angle. But at this time, we need to not overreact to these types of things, even though it's hard not to. Let's go to the Toxic Table. I have Boss Connor and at Ty Schmidt. Conman, New England Patriots fans are incredibly pumped about what's going on. A.J. Brown and Christian Gonzalez. Christian Gonzalez about to be number one paid corner in the NFL. He is a dog. A.J. Brown, number one wide receiver, is a dog. Those two in their first training camp together have been doing battle, fighting, they're saying, going after it. Now A.J. Brown gets a chance to see somebody else. Gonzo gets a chance to see somebody else. And they're seemingly munching at the bit to kind of get after it. Colts maybe just a little bit slower starters in this entire thing. Let's not get too excited from day one of joint practices because we don't know what's coming day two. Or are you pretty excited about what you're seeing?
Yeah, sorry, I can't listen to you there because I am way too excited for all these one-on-ones.
I don't want to hear reason or logic or anything like that.
Not at all, not even a little bit. I mean, especially when you see A.J. Brown doing what he's doing to Sauce Gardner, you forget, all the clips that we've been seeing, to your point, have been A.J. Brown against Christian Gonzalez, and he is the best corner in the NFL. So then when you get to see him against a different corner and just watching him make Sauce Gardner touch the earth.
Okay, we don't need to. We're done with these highlights,
I don't even think cameras should be allowed.
I think they have to be allowed because, for Colts fans especially, they need to set their expectations. Like, okay, look, we are now going up against a team that is one of the best in the NFL. So now we know, okay, we're not even close to them. We can't even hold a candle to them. Not just in one-on-ones. I've seen some offensive line, defensive line reps. I've seen many, many things that make me think, okay, if you're a Colts fan, hammer that under, baby. Under 7.5.
No way. We will be talking to Coach Steichen here in 27 minutes.
That's right.
Thank God.
He might reiterate it. He might say, wow. We just got the doors blown off.
Okay, so we cannot be getting like this just because the joint practice is day one. Although it does feel like we're 0-1.
Yeah.
And you guys feel undefeated
we
this
feel
morning.
10-0.
It does feel like there's a game, but maybe 20-0 from the highlights that we're watching. Let's go to one half of the hammer.
Dahn.
Cowboys, AP Tone. Has the line or odds changed since this morning's joint practice for the Colts or the Patriots or the Jets and the Buccaneers? Because let's not just put the Colts on blast. Here's some away game.
That's true.
Okay, they're in some new environment up there and obviously getting their feet set. And we're not seeing the Colts highlights once again because the Colts social media has to put their pizzazz on it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we got a lot of pizzazz that needs to come alongside that. So maybe they'll defend our team and our honor at some point. But allegedly down there, Jets, Buccaneers, Geno Smith has a little bit of a case of giveaways happening right now. New offense with Frank Reich. Obviously not a lot of conversation about the Jets at all, but the Bucs feel like a big convo as they're taking on another team. Love to hear some positive motion out of the Buccaneers, especially in joint practices with everything else going on.
Yeah, I was while you guys were doing that, I was looking, and there was actually, Geno started the day not great, threw 3 interceptions, but he just threw 2 red zone touchdowns. So Geno has bounced back.
There you go.
There's been some good Jets news. There's been some great Bucs news. Obviously, we see the Patriots. There has been one good thing about the Colts.
Okay, all right. We'll have Shane Steichen, head coach of the Colts, for 26 minutes. Adam Vinatieri just won the Hall of Fame.
He did.
That's true.
Okay.
And good news, Alec Pierce didn't get a shot, actually.
Yeah, Adam Schefter broke some news yesterday that Alec Pierce got a shot in his knee after the surgery, and we said, whoa, we thought it was an ankle injury. And he said, no, ankle, sorry. So that would have meant that there was a PRP injection post-surgery for Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce's surgery we did not really know about until after he was signed to the biggest deal in the history of wide receivers. He gets a surgery on his ankle heel. I think it's a heel situation, ankle heel from my understanding. Gets a surgery in March-ish, I believe was the time frame, and he has not gotten a PRP shot since the surgery. He's only been doing rehab. And the Colts have only been steady as saying, we hope he's back for week 1. There has not been a, we think he's going to be back for week 1. There's been a setback for week 1. It's always just remained, we hope he's back for week 1. And we hope too, because from the 101s I'm seeing this morning at the New England Patriots, I don't know if we can get open against anybody. Let's go to 9-year NFL vet, Darius J. Butler. D-Butch, obviously the Alec Pierce news yesterday was a little alarming. Turns out wasn't accurate. There was a PRP shot before the surgery, though, so
Okay.
maybe just dates got mixed in this entire thing. But these highlights in these first days of practice, especially for a DB or a wide receiver who's out on an island, one-on-ones, how close to season ready are these guys? And how much change takes place from now until week 1 when it seems like we need a lot of that to happen and the Patriots need to continue to just hold on, it seems.
I mean, you would hope they're, about 3 weeks close. And the practices are important. I still remember till this day almost all of my joint practices against different teams because they are almost like games. You're used to seeing the same guys day in and day out, the same offense, same shifts and motions, all those things throughout training camp. And then you go and you see a different group of guys. Maybe some guys you're familiar with, maybe some guys you aren't familiar with. But these are important reps. The cameras are out there. Everyone sees a lot of these reps now, so it's a lot more pressure, a lot more eyes, a lot more attention. I would like for our account to put out some highlights of us because we're seeing, if you see the bottom right, you see shout out Patriots. So yeah, it's all Patriot highlights. So I would like to see some wins for us just for our morale. But like you said, Alec Pierce isn't out there. All-Pro Mooney, I think he missed the trip with a tight back, I believe. So hopefully he's healthy and ready to go for the season. I am excited. I love seeing Sauce out there practicing, seeing him healthy. Yeah, he lost the rep. How did he do the other reps? Okay, but it is. They're out there battling. They're getting better. This was the AFC representative last year for the Super Bowl. So yeah.
I mean, he hit it like
that's just iron. That's iron to sharpen iron, right?
And it is iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
AJ hit a double clutch on that thing. I mean, that was a hang. I don't know how you guys stick with any of these guys. I like that Sauce was on him still. Okay, incredible route right there. Absolutely phenomenal route. He's wide ass open and then stops literally on a dime and it comes back. That's like the perfection of a route. He's been having to do that because he's been taking on Gonzo every single day of practice. Now, does that change anything potentially? Because Alec Pierce isn't practicing. Who is Sauce kind of going up against? I don't know. But it does feel like AJ is in midseason form right now. Not that everybody he's even where near that. He's only going to get better. But I do think at the beginning of camp you can learn a lot about where you show up. You can still catch up though.
In one-on-ones.
You still catch up.
Good wide receivers, good quarterbacks should win 90% of one-on-ones. There is no pass rush. There are no passing lanes. Everything's perfect timing, perfect routes. When you are a top-flight corner like Sauce is, and he will remind people this season, I believe, this is a multiple All-Pro. This is one of the highest-paid corners in the league for a reason. So I can't wait to see us going at it. I hate these clips from the Patriots accounts, but I'm sure Shane will come up here and clean a lot of this up.
Pretty loud from the accounts. I don't know how many fans are there. I don't know where their training camp is, but it felt like there was a lot of Patriots fans there.
Always.
I like the atmosphere. I like the environment that's happening in plenty of NFL training camps, including Green Bay. Obviously, we saw them 50,000 plus on their family spring night or whatever the hell it was. Their family night sells out every year, AJ.
Yep.
Since he's been there. He got drafted in 2005, 6. He said it sold out every single year. Special stuff happening in Green Bay. And then LaFleur comes out in interview and says, Jordan Love is the best I've ever been around when it comes to dissecting defenses and blitzes and where the trouble is and everything like that. So obviously everybody goes, oh.
Is that right?
Okay. So Jordan Love is better at dissecting defenses than Aaron Rodgers? Is that what LaFleur's saying?
Maybe.
And LaFleur's saying, yeah. That is exactly what I said. Now, is LaFleur saying when it comes to my offense, because we know Aaron and LaFleur was an interesting thing, because Aaron ran Aaron's offense, which has been the same offense that he's run his entire career, which he is now running with McCarthy yet again in Pittsburgh. But I think he was a little bit hesitant to just jump all the way in on the LaFleur, hey, this person's running a post, this person's running a go. You snap the ball. If post isn't open, that means the go's open. No other thinky is how Aaron described it. That is right how Aaron kind of was talking about it, and how Tom Brady, I think, would talk about this modern NFL quarterback and everything like that. Dan Orlovsky comes in and says, well, the amount of decisions they have to make within the system is also something that you have to be sharp and smart, but it's different than what it used to be, and quarterbacks used to look around, break down what it is, change an entire play on one side, do something on the backside. That's not really what the younger, modern NFL is versus the old days. So LaFleur and Aaron, I think, had a little bit of a difference of like, hey, instituting what play when. I think what LaFleur was saying, with my system, I've never seen somebody do what he does. And I think that was a massive compliment to Jordan Love. I don't think he was trying to bury Aaron in the moment. I think he was trying to put up and pick up Jordan Love. Ty, you as owner of the Green Bay Packers, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I didn't take it as a slight at all because, like you said, when Rodgers first got there, it was widely known, and he was on the show at the time too, like, that was still a lot of what he liked to do. Like, we really didn't get the full effect of LaFleur's offense until Rodgers was already gone and it was Love. So, yeah, that makes sense that
this is the only offense he's ever played in. And obviously, you're going to gas up your starting quarterback. They need him to make a massive jump this season. That's been a lot of the conversation was, hey, they need to take the reins off Jordan Love. If they want to go win a Super Bowl, it can't be kind of just, hey, let's manage him and make sure he doesn't make a mistake. So I took it the same way. He has a lot of confidence in Jordan Love, and in no way do I think it was a slight at Rodgers saying, like, hey, Jordan Love's smarter than Rodgers. He's better at reading defense than Rodgers. I don't think it was that. And I mean, LaFleur's smart enough to know what the response would be if he was serious saying something like that. So, yeah, I just took it all as a compliment towards Jordan Love.
I like everybody's putting over Jordan Love. I absolutely love that. I also like the fact that the Green Bay Packers get Micah Parsons and Dallas Cowboys obviously get some picks. Then they make a move to get Quinnen Williams, who becomes a guy that Jerry Jones says, phenomenal leader, this guy. He ain't worried about none of the other bullshit. He's a man. He's an adult. He's a guy. I love what he brings. Every day he shows up, every game. Every day. Every guy knows that he is off and running. So we're going to pay him $63.5 million right now whenever he signs, and we're going to give him another $100 million on top of that. Quinnen Williams, congratulations on the deal with Jerry Jones.
Wow, big Q.
Remember, Micah Parsons getting a deal with Dallas was never going to happen.
They had a handshake deal in place with Michael.
But when he wanted to negotiate, I said, I don't think so.
That's not how we do things around here, Michael.
So we're going to go ahead and send you the hell out of here. Green Bay. Go ahead. You don't like Dallas? Let's send you to Green Bay. See how it is up there. Green Bay loves him. He becomes a defensive MVP candidate up there, gets paid massively. He gets hurt. Green Bay Packers defense suffers. The entire season suffers. He's back. Hopefully they're off and running, doing incredible things. He's saying a lot of stuff.
He is, and you know what? I will pound the drum for everything Micah says. I love that guy. He can say whatever the fuck he wants.
Too,
Hell yeah.
Much more is lately.
Yeah, I am as well. Especially, when Jerry says all these things about Quinnen and how great he is. But then you listen to Micah talk about Micah, and then he says this, and you think to yourself, I don't know how Jerry didn't want that guy in the building.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's just about pass rush. I think about is commanding the defensive front. Like the way I set it up, I can dictate the slides, know where the slide's going, understand protections. I think I'm above IQ than every rusher in the league. I don't I've learned from the best between Dahn, Zim, Halfley. I really understand football at a way better level, so it allows me to, use those abilities that I haven't seen no one else do. So
above IQ. That's what gets you 140-some mil. That's what gets you in the defensive MVP convo. And that's what has owners of the Packers saying, man, we love that guy.
Yeah, I'd take a bullet for that guy. He is above IQ. He'll always be above IQ in my book. Micah can say whatever the hell he wants. Listen, I haven't had to deal with any of the Dallas stuff with, oh no, he's going on his podcast again and he's fucking ripping our starting quarterback. Why is he doing that? He hasn't done any of that stuff yet.
No, just loves feet.
Well, and you know what?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong.
Big deal.
Nothing wrong with that.
Big deal.
He's just saying, what's wrong? Did you see him put out those... there was one high heels that have the fake toes.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I got to draw a line somewhere.
Yeah, he said this is treasonous.
Exactly.
Yeah, he said it was diabolical. That's really all we've heard of Micah.
Yeah.
Micah's just been working his ass off to get back. He was very comfortable in Green Bay.
Oh, yeah.
And it feels like Quinnen, very comfortable in Dallas. Dallas, very comfortable with Quinnen. I feel like this entire trade now has worked out perfectly for both sides, all parties. And we can't congratulate people enough because whenever it happened, it was loud. There's a lot of things said. And then now that it's kind of all come to fruition, it's like everybody kind of wins. Trade finito, says Stephen Jones. Way to go.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Mozzie over there with the Jets, they're saying he's potentially going to get traded out of the Jets. So
he's working.
Who knows what's going to happen over there? New York Jets obviously in the middle of a make-or-break year again with a new coaching staff. Literally, the entire staff is new but the head coach. Dallas Cowboys hopefully in it. Green Bay Packers hopefully in it. Joining us now, live from his training camp tour, in which there's only one stop left.
Wow.
This man left his family on July 27th and said, I'm going to go to a training camp every single day. Today, he is currently in the beautiful state of Arizona with the Cardinals. Ladies and gentlemen, Junior, NFL insider for ESPN, Ian Rappaport.
Yeah, baby Junior.
Hey, baby Junior.
What's up? What's going on?
Man, looks like you're live from Big Bird, Red Bird. What are they called?
The Red Sea?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Red Sea.
One of those places.
I like
now, listen,
the Cardinals
Pat,
fans.
You FaceTimed me before to set this up. Did you notice anything about my hotel room?
No.
A lot of people haven't seen this kind of thing. It was a presidential suite.
Whoa.
It was a
The junior
at the
one?
Residence Inn.
At the La Quinta?
No. It was the
junior
presidentials, and you haven't seen that. I know you haven't seen that a lot. It was a special. I mean, I've been on the road a lot. Like, that was a special situation. And I was really appreciative, and I wanted to make sure you took note of that.
Okay, I'm happy. We'll have that on the record. Obviously, we will talk about you staying in a presidential junior suite. Now, a lot of layoffs just happened. So,
wow.
I don't know if we should be bragging about presidential suites in people's faces, but maybe this was the Arizona Cardinals, though.
Yeah,
was this the Arizona Cardinals?
Yeah, right.
I believe Bidwell actually did
just did this, for a wedding or a newlywed couple or something.
Yeah, like a room or something, and he said, no problem, you got it, gave up his room.
Oh.
They're building a practice facility over there. He's staying in presidential junior suites. Wait a second, Arizona Cardinals on the up and up? I thought this was a yabba dabba do, scrape it from the bottom type organization. Is it going a different direction at this moment, do we feel? Actually, I'm asking that as a real question.
I think it's headed in the right direction. They hope. I mean, talent-wise, like I've always felt, if you look around this roster, I've always felt that it has far more talent than the record. I mean, last year, especially on defense, they played so bad. But then you look at the individual players, and there are, just 22, right? Good enough players to win games. And the fact that they got a new coach in Mike LaFleur, came out in the Hall of Fame game, which it's the Hall of Fame game, I understand. But they kind of looked good, kind of looked efficient, definitely looked like they knew what they were doing. Operation looked really solid. And, we're going to talk to Jeremiah Love in a little bit today, but, it sounds like he has been what they had hoped. They got playmakers all around, got one of the best tight ends in the NFL. This should be a much improved team. And last year, I think just by the end, they were done. Effort-wise, they should be better. Like, I would say it's a hard division, but it is kind of looking up.
Okay, well, good luck to the Cardinals. We obviously are hoping for them. McBride's a dog, an absolute beast. I think we like the LaFleur.
Yeah.
I think we like the LaFleur. I got to be around him for like 10, 15 minutes at the World Cup game after I got done talking to Tom Cruise.
No, you did.
Oh, what?
Yeah, well, that's where this guy was near, though.
Wow.
So let's talk about that, though. He was
Good point.
in the room there. I feel like I like his vibe. I like his mentality. I like the fact that they got Carson Beck doing what Carson Beck's already doing in the Hall of Fame game and in practices.
Yeah.
So maybe the Cardinals are a conversation piece of the future over there in the NFC West, which is stacked and loaded. Speaking of, let's talk about where you were yesterday. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, Rap, you were with the 49ers yesterday. Obviously, the story of their offseason or training camp has been injuries so far. But one that I feel like we haven't heard a ton about is Nick Bosa, and it's been like a week since he's been at practice. What's going on there, and what was your kind of takeaway from Niners camp yesterday?
Yeah, first of all, you're right. Like, so much of the story is like who is not practicing. Like yesterday, no McCaffrey, dealing with some tightness. So it's like not a big deal, okay. But I would say generally, except for Ricky Pearsall, who we know is out for the season, like I didn't get the sense any of these injuries, including Nick Bosa, is, I didn't get the sense any of them are something where they don't think the player will be there week one. Like Bosa's dealing with some soreness. He obviously is coming off the torn ACL, but he's pretty far clear from that. I think it's more of my sense, just from the Nick Bosa situation, is more of him trusting a knee that feels a little different, and just getting used to that. It's not going to be like it was. And this is, it's a second ACL, and it just, from what I've never done this, but from what I understand, talking to players who've done it, it just doesn't feel normal, even if doctors are telling you, you are fine. He's just got to get comfortable with that. And my understanding is that's the process he's going through.
Yeah, the mental hurdle is always difficult after getting injured because you don't want to re-injure it. Also, it doesn't feel the exact same. We assume Bosa will be able to do that. They got a lot of guys, though, kind of on G-days or injured over there. Hopefully, they just get the season and kind of get started. We have some breaking news for you, Junior. Seniors reporting. Kyler has officially been named starting quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. Congratulations, Kyler.
Interesting. Got a good camp.
Okay, now there's been some mixed reporting on how each quarterback had been doing in training camp. We hadn't seen a lot of videos. We'd only been able to see tweets from people that were spectators at Minnesota Vikings training camp. They were both getting ones reps. Every once in a while, we'd see Kyler did something good. Then JJ did something good. Then Kyler did something ass. Then JJ did something ass. I'll tell you what, if you're to score this, it would be a split decision on who's actually going to be the starter. So will they remain with the guy that they drafted very high or the guy that they brought in a big celebrational free agent? Well, Kyler Murray is now the starting quarterback for the team in which he was a fan of as a child. You know, there's photos of him as a kid wearing the Minnesota Vikings jerseys. And we all have fantasized about Kevin O'Connell offense with the talent of Kyler Murray. Now it looks like we're going to get a chance to see that. How long's the leash? What all will Kyler be able to do? If things go wrong, will J.J. McCarthy be doing the J.J. McCarthy gif and meme right over his shoulder? I guess that's for you to answer now, Rap Sheet, as we get an announcement of who the starter is for the Vikings live in real time.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I would say the hope when the Vikings signed Kyler Murray in free agency was that this would happen, right? That was the hope. Like he was their top choice in free agency. They were his top choice. You really thought that, like, when he went out there, if he just played like he's capable, and like he has been a more than adequate starter in the NFL. And just last year, you know, it fell apart because of the injury situation. But the hope was that this would be the case, that he would come out, reestablish himself, be in the system, which has basically had every quarterback be successful, and that he would end up being the starter. I mean, it sounded like, you know, competition-wise, they pushed each other, but it just really felt like Kyler was a little bit ahead. And I think, you know, for the Vikings who've had a revolving door at quarterback for the last several years, doing this now, getting it out there, just helps them. Just he gets all the reps now. That's it. And now, you know, the other question is what happens to J.J. McCarthy? Does he stay? Does he want out? Is he comfortable being the backup and waiting his time? I mean, I think there's a lot of questions about where it's going because, you know, talk about like viral. The most viral clip of him was talking about how, like, you know, him and Kyler were on two opposite sides of the classroom, just kind of functioning parallel paths.
No, that has nothing to do. That's nowhere near the most viral.
Post.
Yeah, nine is the most viral. But I understand what you're saying when it comes to this competition. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Now,
so like,
he's trade bait now.
Can they coexist? I would be curious if they could coexist together. I mean, and this is really for JJ to decide how comfortable he is being the backup and waiting.
What do you mean?
But yeah, you got a job as an NFL quarterback. You didn't win the starting job. Now you're the backup. What do you like? He hasn't. In my opinion, he hasn't earned the right to, I'll get me out of here. But
yeah, that would be very JJ wow.
Yeah, I would.
This is 9, though, bro. You don't know how 9's going to roll.
No,
like JJ should.
Everything we've heard from JJ McCarthy, he's a good guy.
He's a movie character.
Good football guy. Is he a great quarterback? No, not yet. But I don't see that coming. But a lot of untapped potential still for Kyler Murray.
So that would be for Kyler, yes. Yeah. As we wrap up with JJ, trade bait, would people trade for JJ at this point, you think? Because he said untapped potential with Kyler and Kevin O'Connell. We agree on that. But I think a lot of people would see JJ potentially untapped talent. Harbaugh said it was the best workout he's ever seen, right?
Best quarterback workout he's ever seen.
Would this be?
Bring him in, Jim.
Do you think how many people would want to trade?
That's where, though, I would think. Well, if you have a legit quarterback who isn't worried about, who's behind him, and you can really come in and develop him, kind of how Daniel Jones went and developed, Sam Darnold went and developed behind some other established guys. But I don't see like a coach latching himself in his future to J.J. McCarthy at this point. I don't know, maybe Rap Sheet,
No, it doesn't have to be. Because if you're going to, look, first of all, let me say this. I do not know if the Vikings would trade J.J. because the only question now is if he's going to be the backup. The question now is if something happens to Kyler, is he your best option moving forward, right? Because the Vikings are a team that I think is going to be in it.
Carson Wentz is out there.
Carson Wentz can do it.
Yeah, the Wentz experience is one that we got to experience internationally last year.
He has played well enough to give you confidence that if he had to play, he'd be okay or maybe better. So that's what I'm saying. So like if you're a team who, like JJ coming out, it actually might make some sense to say like, maybe we'll just trade for him and develop him. I mean, Daniel Jones is a fantastic example of when he went to the Vikings a couple years ago.
Trey Lance has happened with Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Because they liked him coming out, and they're like, we could potentially develop him.
Yeah.
That happened with him.
But that is the other thing, too. Like, we always say Dan Jones and Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield and things like that. Like, that could happen. But also, like, he could just never work out. Like, this just happens a lot, you know?
Heartbreak, isn't it?
And it sucks. And you look at that QB class, like, it's a very, very good class with Caleb and Jaden and Drake May and Penix and stuff, and who knows with Penix still, but sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Well, on that note about one of the members of that quarterback class, I don't know if you've heard, update out of the Colts, Pats joint practices.
Yeah.
Drake May's throwing picks all over the
Really?
Oh, no.
Yeah, Cam
Okay.
Bynum picked
All
them
over.
off, boom. And then Cam Bynum did the oopsie whoopsie doopsie. Yeah.
Look at that
Pro
tweet.
fan Logan's out here saying Cam Bynum just picked off Drake May towards the end of practice.
Oh, there it is.
It was a movie.
That's all you needed to see, though, was towards the end of practice, because Drake May by then was probably like, oh, all right, watch this. He's a good guy. Now, he's a great man. Let me just say that about Drake May. And so he probably said, let me get you on here. I am playing on Thursday. I'll give you one here. Cam Bynum, also a great man. Just probably threw him one real nice and easy. Ended on a high note. And, Steichen's coming on a little.
I like that Drake's doing that for us.
Drake May is one of the best men that I have ever seen, heard, and watched play football.
Well, I know Cam Bynum is also one of the best men that we've got whenever it comes to energy and juice. I'm happy he's getting his hands on the ball early, especially to an MVP candidate. Connor has a question for you on that note.
Yeah, speaking of that team, Junior, unfortunately today was the first time Christian Gonzalez has not practiced or participated with all the contract stuff going on. You got reference on Hard Knocks last week with the Witherspoon deal and kind of basically not sending out fake information, but, who knows? Schneider didn't seem too happy. What is the situation with those two? It seems like those are the next two corners to get paid, Witherspoon and Gonzo. Should I be worried that this is happening as a Patriots fan? Are these deals going to get done before the season? What is kind of the expectation here?
All right. So, first of all, last thing is I got to run and do some TV on the other network in a second, but I'll answer this. So, it was interesting. I do not know. I want to be clear. I do not know why Christian Gonzalez was not at practice today. But it's interesting to me that yesterday they agreed in terms with Hunter Henry on a new contract extension, and then the next day Christian Gonzalez is not practicing. Now, as far as the Witherspoon, they're still in kind of a standoff trying to get that done. That's in a more advanced state than the Christian Gonzalez deal is. So nothing happens in a vacuum. I think there's a good chance Witherspoon gets done, I think. I don't know about Gonzalez, whether it's going to be this year or next year, but the timing is certainly something that I took note of today and is interesting.
Let's get you some vitamin C on this travels. Good luck on NFL Network. Quickly, the challenge flag changes. How many coaches are going to give that up?
I would say rough estimate 46%.
Okay.
Wow.
We appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Junior NFL Insider for ESPN and NFL Network, Ian Rappaport. What we're talking about there is a little tweak to some rules that get amended for the NFL. Now, there is meetings where the league and the owners all gather in one place. It's normally a spectacle. We got a chance to go out to Arizona.
Yeah, beautiful. Incredible.
Absolutely beautiful. They vote on things. They learn about things. There's stats shown. There's presentations. It's everything you think of some corporate retreat if the NFL would be. And they vote on rules and make changes. But then every once in a while, conversations happen there. And then it lingers a little bit. And then the NFL has the ability to tweak some rules going into the season. It's happened in the past with multiple other ones. This year, guess what? Somebody else other than a coach can now throw a challenge flag.
I can't wait.
Head coach used to have that thing. Remember, there was always a nice cut up of some, no's with coaches trying to find which pocket they have it in. And I think Belichick used to put it down in his sock.
Yep.
I believe there's a back pocket, there's a front pocket, there's people that forget it and they have to send their assistant into their locker room to get it. I mean, the challenge flag has obviously become a topic of conversation because it has, I think, made the game better. I think it has certainly added a little bit of entertainment, a little pizzazz, especially whenever the coaches throw that thing, spike that thing, drop that thing, pout that thing. All these types of throws are a big deal. Now, somebody else is allowed to do it as well.
Ooh.
So you start to wonder to yourself, who will be a same challenge flagger? And who will probably be a new challenge flagger? So we took the top 10 success percentages in the NFL from last season and put them on. This is probably going to be the same flagger situation. Now, the bottom 10 are on the far side there. Probably a new flagger situation over there. So as you look at the list, you think to yourself, you know what? They will probably have some expert in the field who will have eyes on the review and eyes on the replay, and they will take the decision-making out of the coach's mind. But on the left side there with the same flaggers, it's going to be tough to get that flag out of the coach's hand. They're throwing hot bat out here. Shane Steichen, 6 of 8.
That's pretty good.
6 of 8. That's 75%. Now, will Shane say, the person that tells me to do this should be the one that's actually doing it, so I don't even have to worry about that? Maybe. But I think Shane maybe says, I'll tell you what, I think that's a stinking bad call, man. I think Shane.
He's not afraid to throw that thing.
No, 8 times he'll let that thing fly. Chiefs now this is from the NFL record and stats book. Okay, so you see some of these teams, like Chiefs, they only had to use 1 challenge flag, and they're like, well, of course, that's because the refs are on their side.
Yeah.
True. Good
But then
point.
it's like, yeah, but Andy Reid feels like he would. Cardinals, a couple times. Some other people 1 time. It's like, that doesn't feel right. The expedited reviews that have come into the league over the last year, I think those technically do count as a review success for a team. These, from the NFL record and stats book, are coaches throwing flag, having to challenge it even after the expedited review. That makes sense. The expedited review, I think what we're seeing with these stats, because this is nowhere near the amount of challenges that we assumed all these teams would have to be doing, I think the expedited review process has been a success. I think that has been something that has mitigated a lot of this. I think it has kept the game moving. I think that person up in the top, relaying right down to the ref, hey, be casual, move this ball. This is not a problem. You made a mistake. We fix it in real time. I like that the refs have dropped their egos enough to say, okay, we'll let somebody make a correction even though our eyes didn't see the same thing. I think the NFL is working on making it better. How do you feel, D-Butt, about the multiple flaggers and where we are now when it comes to challenges and reviews and all of that type of
I think it would be cool. You talk about getting some new cut-ups. We always talk about the head coaches looking for their flags. But then we saw, I would say a few years ago, the get-back coaches on each team having the guy assigned, usually a strength coach, somebody in that department to keep back people on the sideline and the head coach. So now I'm sure we'll get some cut-ups of whoever this alternate flag thrower is. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm surprised that, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 teams, 5 teams that only used it once. That's shocking in 17 games. That's crazy to see. That's very, very surprising.
Hey, congrats to the refs.
Yeah, right.
Good work.
Huh? Hey.
And they got a new deal.
Yes, they did. Thank God for that.
Thank God.
We are very happy we got that deal done. That was a huge deal getting done because the replacement refs.
We saw the arena.
That'd be times 50.
Arena title game.
I don't know.
That was a good call.
I saw an alternate angle.
Did you?
Oh, did you find one finally?
Yeah. Some people that were at the Nashville Cats game right down the line, they took the photo. He was nowhere.
Short?
Yeah, as soon as he jumped up.
Photo or video?
It was photo. They could have moved it, obviously, because I think people were doing that with Lionel Messi's pants.
Well,
yeah, people can mess with
fakes.
photos, obviously. Nashville Cats here. Oh, no! Albany goes for it. Big goal line stand. The Nashville Cats are arena super duper bowl champions.
Hell yeah.
Goal line stand to win a title.
That's a touchdown.
Wow.
Nah,
it ain't.
They moved the
It's
pop.
over the defensive lineman, man. They're all in
Yeah,
the
but they
end zone.
shot in the backfield so quickly.
Yeah, they moved the pile, but that's
They
called
moved the line of
penetration.
scrimmage.
Yeah.
QB's 5'8".
That's called leverage.
Yeah, we know it's Pavia, right?
Yeah, it's Pavia.
That's not Diego Pavia.
And he's not
He is
5'8".
not in the Arena League. That is disgusting what we just did.
I just
Hey.
said Pavia. It's a lot of Pavia.
Actually, you're right. We met all of them too
Right,
this year during the season. Could have been one of the brothers for sure. I assume that one of the Pavia brothers could play quarterback in the Arena League. And I'll tell you what, Coach, you can't get in from the half-yard line. You don't deserve to win a title.
That's right.
So congrats to the Nashville Cats getting that thing done. And who would have thought Arena League title comes down to ground and pound football?
Yeah.
Well,
Cyclical,
let me
man.
see the score again.
59-53.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
Yeah, but when push comes to shove, you got to be able to stop the run.
I don't like
And they're
like
playing
that.
both sides, so their defense is a little tired.
You got to be able to run the rock, and you got to be able to stop the run if you want to win a title. It doesn't matter if it's on Sundays, Saturdays, or in barns. Okay?
Exactly.
You got to be able to do that in football. Amen. That is really what it is.
Packed barns.
Speaking of football, I'm being told by the NFL Films people, okay? This doesn't always happen, especially with Hard Knocks, because they understand what has happened to Hard Knocks with the advancements of access that teams have been given now on social media and digital content and everything like that. Hard Knocks used to be the only real look inside an NFL building for fans. Used to be it. That's why it was so groundbreaking, trailblazing, phenomenal stuff. Things that we never thought we'd be able to see, we were able to see with Hard Knocks. It won a bunch of awards. Then it kind of sizzled out.
Yeah.
Then every team they picked sucked.
Yeah.
Then they became a curse.
Yes.
Then teams didn't want them. Then they tried an off-season one. And the Giants did everything wrong that you could possibly want.
Oh, boy.
Unless you were watching.
Unless you were a fan of another team.
Yes.
Then you thought to yourself, there's no way that's happening in our building. And Joe Shane's sitting there like, Jesus, I mean, these are tough decisions. Everybody would be nice to be able to do this. So we thought Hard Knocks potentially dead and gone forever. I'm getting a lot of texts from people. First time in years, I'd say. This is happening. Tonight's episode, of Hard Knocks. They're saying it's one of the best ones they've ever done.
Really?
Yes, that is actual. That is just a weird text to receive from these people. Keith has sent it. 2 other people in the building have sent me random text messages that said, we think you guys will talk about Hard Knocks on Wednesday. Tuesday's episode's very good.
Okay.
So that is...
What could happen?
The teaser they put out was pretty solid.
So they sent me a couple clips, but I didn't know if those clips had already been out, so I don't know. They told me we could show them yesterday, but we missed them yesterday because they sent me the clips after our show had ended, basically. So I don't know if the clips have already made it out. There's a... has this made it out yet?
I haven't seen that one.
Offensive lineman, defensive lineman.
I have not seen that one.
Nope.
2 sledgehammers.
No, I have not seen that.
In front of the entire team.
Till somebody quits?
Till somebody's arms give out.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It was.
Oh, I thought it was Red Rover.
No, it becomes electrifying.
Yeah, that's sweet.
I mean,
Like rookies or
I think
like
so, yeah.
Leonard? Okay.
Yeah, I think it was 2 rookies. Just 4 sledgehammers up there. Offensive lineman holding them, defensive lineman holding them. And these 2 lads put on a performance. I mean, it is. And obviously showcases their environment and
What a
culture.
spot.
I think it showcases football culture pretty good, too, because immediately at the beginning, you could tell the boys a little boring. Okay, and then all of a sudden they start cracking, and then obviously offense is taking on defense. So one side, I'll say, starts looking bad earlier. Okay?
So much shit talk.
But that does not mean it's over.
Oh, no.
Sometimes when your arms start shaking, it doesn't mean you're like losing. It just means like, hey, everything's kind of straining. Does not mean you're going to lose automatically. Some people watching think as soon as the shaking starts happening, oh, he's dead. It's like, no, some people kind of that's just what their muscles naturally start to do. So obviously that starts happening. So immediately it's like, oh, and then all of a sudden the other side has a little drop, and then you hear immediately, he's done.
Yeah.
Then they start motivating this guy. I mean, it became
just quit.
It felt like that was one of the times where I was like, man, I wish I was in that room. So Hard Knocks might have, from my understanding, from what they are texting me personally, they think tonight's episode is a good one. From the clip I saw, it looked awesome. And I think McDonald's running a hell of an outfit.
He is, for sure.
I think he's running a really good outfit out there. I think he is somebody that I'm excited to learn about through these Hard Knocks, but also I think the way he goes about doing his shit, he's a defensive guru, young gun. You know, we know McVay, who's an offensive guru. It's like McDonald's defensive hard-nosed guy, but similar type mindset. And it's like they've had one, or they've already won, so the proof's in the pudding. It's like you got to buy what this guy's selling because what he's been able to do. And you can tell the team's filled with dogs out there. This is good for the Seahawks, I think Hard Knocks is. I don't think the Hard Knocks curse is necessarily going to be the case here. And the Hard Knocks people are saying tonight's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, picking a team like the Seahawks is a good move if you kind of want to eliminate the curse from the get-go. The defending Super Bowl champions, we assume they're going to be good. The clip I saw was between Mike McDonald and Mitch Johnson, the head coach of the Spurs, and they were going back and forth, and McDonald was like basically just telling him how he builds the team, how like he goes about building the culture every year. And it was really sweet because it was kind of like a glimpse into how he goes about doing things, and it didn't seem like just like the normal cookie cutter bullshit responses you get normally. And you could see Mitch Johnson, like anytime he says something, he's like, "Oh wow, I really like that. I'm going to use that." And like going back, and then they start talking about Wemby. Like it was fascinating.
Yeah, I think that's what I think. There's this type of shit. I think there's good team shit. I think there's probably good highlight stuff. If I had to guess, maybe Hard Knocks got his little fastball back.
That's great news because I've always been a fan of Hard Knocks. Obviously, being in the locker room, you see it, you lived it, but seeing other buildings, I always was intrigued on seeing how other buildings operated. And you see the good, the bad, and the ugly from Hard Knocks. We all remember or can remember people getting cut and seeing we saw head coach Kevin O'Connell get cut on a Hard Knocks. You see how people respond to it all. You see guys that kind of come from obscurity and then become stars in the NFL as well. So seeing this team, and I think we always talk about how Seattle doesn't get enough coverage. They're so far in the Pacific Northwest that they don't get that spotlight on them. So a lot of names that you may know, but personalities you don't. Witherspoon, Mickey Rory, Leonard Williams, like these are studs, these are superstars, and now you'll see more of their personality. So I'm excited to tap in tonight.
Yeah, I am too. Those are cool texts to read.
Yeah, that's rare.
They obviously put a lot of effort into these.
Oh yeah.
The NFL Films people are not sleeping. Okay, so they are. they wear them. They're pretty thin.
Yeah,
I mean,
turning these episodes around quick too.
But not just this episode. They got some other documentary. They just had to do all the Hall of Fame stuff. I mean, the NFL Films people are very committed to their shit. So for them all to be pretty jacked up. Different departments here now saying, hey, we like this one. I'm excited for it.
They operate like a lot of people say the 33rd franchise. And I'm in there every week during the football season. So when they were doing, I don't know if they're still doing it, the in season. they had like an area they like just build up, different offices or cubicles for guys, putting in gals putting in night shifts, putting that shit together. Like, so they work their asses off. I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch tonight. I also can't wait to catch up with the man who's joining us now, live from Foxborough.
Yeah.
Fresh off of his Cam Bynum, picking off Drake May to end these joint practices, from my understanding. Ladies and gentlemen, the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, Shane Steichen.
Hey.
What's up, fellas?
Shane-O.
We're out here.
Yeah.
We're out here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I heard there's a lot of fans, too. I've been watching a lot of highlights from the Patriots social media. Don't love that, but it did sound like there's a lot of fans there. How has the excitement been? How did the day go?
It was great. It was a lot of back and forth. The energy was phenomenal out here. So
you got to hold that, Shane, you got to hold that phone up. We're staring up your nose. You got to hold that phone up.
I got you.
Yeah. Thank you.
There we go.
Yeah, thank you. Can't be staring up your nose all the time. Bad for the Colts. Good for
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. What was the energy like? What was it like in joint practice there first time?
It was phenomenal. Like I said, a lot of back and forth. Started off with some one-on-ones. Then went into some team periods. Got some good work in the red zone. Finished with a 2-minute drill, what you just hit. So a lot of good back and forth.
Okay, we saw a lot of highlights coming from the Patriots social media. Obviously, Colts social media waiting to put a little pizzazz. Was there some things that either worried you today or you learned today?
Well, I got to go back and watch. I was on the offensive field, and then Braves was on their offensive field. So I got to go back and watch some of the stuff. But I thought there was a lot of good. Our offense at the 2-minute drive, thought Daniel did a hell of a job. Going down there, it was a one-score game. We had one timeout, went down, hit some big plays to Tyler, and then hit Downs for a touchdown there at the end. It was good.
Okay, we like that. Alec Pierce obviously not playing. We got an update from him. He did not get a second shot after his surgery. He's rehabbing, still hoping to be back by week 1. We hope you have your entire ensemble of weapons. What do you learn from these camps? Are you looking at like the depth of their roster too? Will you look at the bottom half of their roster as they're working out? Like how much of that happens in these joint practices?
Yeah, I think so. I think when you go back and evaluate the tape, I think you look at everything. You look at their side of the ball, our side of the ball. But really, we just want to get good work in and get better. That's what these joint practices are for, going against another opponent. It breaks up camp. It's great for our players.
Okay, Shane, can you tell me about how you avoid fights? Feels like that's inevitable.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is the messages in the team meeting before you go out to practice. Hey, we're not fighting. We're not starting any shit. It's going to be a good practice. We got to get good work in. And if you do fight, you're going to get kicked out of practice, plain and simple.
Okay. Is that a kind of a league-wide messaging, or is everybody kind of got that note? Because it does feel like these joint practices just turn into a melee every single time.
Yeah, I think most teams have that message, but sometimes it gets a little testy, and there is some melees, and it gets competitive as crazy, like hell out there. So, but we kept it pretty clean today. There's no fights.
You talked about that 2-minute with Tyler Warren. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, Coach, there was tweets out there that Tyler Warren did feast today. How huge is it to see him go from his rookie year to his second year? And he obviously knows the playbook a lot better now. His time with Daniel Jones is a lot more now. How does it feel, Tyler Warren out there today, the tweets about him feasting, and how's he looked?
Yeah, he looks phenomenal. He's having a hell of a camp right now. Just trying to get the matchups with him any way we can, find different ways to use them, and grow from there. Like I said, he's just a tremendous player that we try to, get him the ball any way we can.
Do you?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure. You and our last conversation, I was just wondering if we were enough feeding the Sasquatch-looking guy that we have.
I think he led our team in targets, Pat, last year.
Okay.
Run that back.
All right, I want to make sure that's the case. Hey, new rule happened today. I don't know if you heard. Maybe Conti will tell you on the other side. Go ahead, Con, man.
Yeah, Coach, they're kind of changing the instant replay challenge flag situation where you can now designate one person to be that kind of person that throws the flag. You were one of the best in the league last year when it came to challenges. I think you were hitting at a 75% rate. Yeah, there it is, 6 of 8 on the year, and you challenged and used it more than most. How does that process go when you are challenging a play, and do you see yourself maybe giving that duty to someone else throughout the season?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. Obviously, I saw this come up yesterday and kind of put some thought into it a little bit. And, obviously the guy that's up in the box, looking for the challenges, whether it's a catch, no catch, whatever it may be, getting it from him. Obviously the head coach is probably the one that's got to say, yeah, I'm throwing it. So I think the communication piece has got to be on point. So I think it is quicker for the head coach to throw the flag down, because if not, you got a guy up in the box and he's talking, hey, you want to throw it? And then you got to communicate to the guy on the sidelines to throw it. And every second counts in this league. So maybe they get the flag out late, and that's 2 seconds because you had to okay it, and now you didn't get the challenge off in time.
Yeah, that sounds like a guy who's saying, I'll throw the flag. Yeah. I'll throw the flag. That's what it sounds like.
Now, and then here's the other flip side of it. I was thinking of this, like it's got to be very clear and obvious. Like if you do have someone else throw it, I was just thinking like that trust has got to be so heavy involved with the guy upstairs and the guy downstairs to where the coach isn't really thinking about it, and the guy upstairs says, hey, challenge it, and that he doesn't hesitate and he throws it. So you could go that way too as well. So I don't know what teams are going to do. So it'll be interesting to see it all play out.
Yeah, I like you. You get a little pissed off though. I like you got a lot of spunk, I'd say, on the sideline. Was that what you call it, spunk on the sideline?
Little juice. But I would say this too: when I do throw a flag, I like to throw it flat down on the ground, so it's not hanging in the air too high. Yeah, you got to get that thing down quick.
Smart.
Yeah, because when it hits the ground, that's when the challenge actually takes place. So when it's in the process of falling, you might not get it off if they go to replay, which I respect. Also, it feels like the expedited reviews have helped this out a lot because not as many challenges around the league as we would have expected. Now, let's talk about you having an MVP potentially back. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, Coach, I think going into this year, a lot of people were concerned with just how Daniel Jones would look coming off a massive injury like an Achilles like that. But early on, it looks like he's 100%. He looks completely healthy. Are you kind of just cutting him loose, or does part of you feel like you kind of got to keep the governor on him a little bit just to make sure, hey, we want this guy to be completely healthy come week 1?
Yeah, I think, I've said this many times, but he attacked his rehab the right way, and he feels really good right now. And so the playbook's open right now, and obviously we're in controlled environments in practice, but he is gaining that strength and all that stuff with what comes along with the energy, and he's looked really, really good so far. And I really haven't had, concerns up to this point, and it's only getting stronger.
Okay, you announced earlier today that he will not be playing in any of the preseason games. Great, happy to be a season ticket holder. Okay.
Ones that count.
All right, yeah, let's get him to the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get him to the regular season.
That's right.
Yeah, Mike Rice, who covers the Patriots for ESPN, said, one view from the media tent, both Patriots and Colts will likely be pleased with overall practice 24 first-team reps, valuable and controlled competitive environment, but Patriots top units didn't finish strong in 2-minute drill, which ends things on a less inspiring note. On that note, D-Butt has a question for you, Coach.
Yeah, Coach, you talked about controlled environments. Obviously, with joint practice, it's a little less control. I know as a player, I like the team drills because I'm seeing different shifts, different motions. As a coach, what's your favorite part about these, these joint practices? The red zone, one-on-ones, inside run, 7-on-7, 2-minute. What is it for you?
I think it's the chess match of going back and forth, It's a controlled environment, They check, we check. There's a lot of that stuff, especially with the starters in there. And you get to go through that, obviously, in the film session as well and kind of play that game. And I think, quarterbacks, obviously, Daniel enjoys that part of it with the rest of our guys. But that's what I love about this. You go against your defense in training camp, so many days in a row, and now you got a chance to go against somebody else and see different looks. So I love that part of it more than anything.
What do we think offense looks like in the NFL this year? Because McDaniel told us that he's got a new wrinkle up his sleeve for San Diego. What do you think it's going to look like this year?
We'll see. I mean, I can't tell you that. You never know how it's all going to play out. Every year in the NFL, right, there's going to be wrinkles. There's going to be unique, things, new trends that go along around the league. And you got to adapt. I mean, everyone's got to adapt. You can't stay the same because it's always evolving.
I love you, Coach. Way to win up there. Way to win up there from what it sounds like.
The 2-minute.
Mm-hmm. No, it was an away game.
Yeah, that's the game. 2 minutes.
That 2 minutes.
We scored and we
stopped. 30-0. Going
that
into
wasn't
the final
situation of.
Pats won the one-on-ones and Colts won the team stuff.
Andrew Callahan's reporting the Patriots defense allowed 11 straight completions in a red zone.
7-on-7. That's football. Okay.
Shane, way to dial it up, pal. Let's keep it going. There's no fighting out there. Let's go win it all.
All right, fellas. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Coach Scott.
Yeah, Coach.
Uh-oh.
Hey, he's the best, man.
Yeah.
7-on-7. Okay.
I'll talk shit to him.
2 minutes.
He is such a super positive. Okay, always like I like the. Let's talk about the optimists. Let's talk about the optimism here. What do we need to be about the negative side or whatever? Hey, Coach, you think there's a chance a blah 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 happens? I don't. Can we focus on the positive here? That is what he frames everything. Like such a coach mentality. We got a chance to hang out with him after that flag football championship for like an hour and 10 minutes as he was taking a break from moving into his office, which was right next door. That was the most open I've ever talked to him.
Yes.
He's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And if they don't win this year, it's going to be a whole new project here in Indianapolis.
Yep.
He's going to go be an offensive coordinator somewhere, and they're going to win again. I mean, that's just what's going to happen.
Nature of the business.
He's a weapon. His records, though, he's been very unlucky. We need to win games. And that is like very obvious. Chris Ballard said, I'm not signing it. I won't sign one. I won't sign an extension. So we got to win. And as a season ticket holder, I appreciate it.
Do you believe that? Like if the Irsay daughters offered him a 3-year extension right now, do you think he would say that? I can't in good faith sign this because we haven't won.
Yeah.
Excuse me, can you please run the clip, please? This is from this training camp when he was asked that question. This is Chris Ballard asked if he would go into his final year of his contract or not.
Contract extension for yourself?
No. I wouldn't do one. I'm in the last year of my deal. We need to win.
Right out of the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
We need to win.
No, I know.
That's right out of the Colts' mouth.
No, I get it. I know what he said. I remember that, and I kind of reacted the same way. Do you believe that? Is my question.
Yeah,
yes.
it does.
That's a great thing to say. I love it. We need to win. Damn it. But if they're saying, you know what, Coach, we can go
like Baker saying
8-9
he's done
this year.
Yeah, did you smell it? Because I could kind of smell the snake oil.
No!
For some reason, it did just feel a little gasoline.
I disagree with that. I saw Chris Ballard this weekend celebrating Vinatieri.
How'd it go, you guys? You guys talk?
Yeah, good chatter with him, and he was talking to Bill Polian. Actually got a selfie with him and Bill Polian in there, two general managers, obviously back to back. It was kind of, then Grigson, he was not there, but the other two were certainly there, chit-chatting about, the past and the future, and the present, certainly. And I think Chris Ballard is obviously boom. There's the lads.
Right there. This weekend.
Boom. That's just a couple days ago. That's Bill Polian, Hall of Famer. That's why he's wearing a gold jacket. Okay? This isn't like you just wear gold jackets around Hall of Fame unless you're a Hall of Famer.
It was someone in there who had a gold jacket.
Who?
I didn't see that.
Was not a Hall of Famer.
What? I love that move.
It was very close to the color, too. I'm like,
who was
I asked EB, who? And he told me who he was, and I remember the name. It was before our time, the former coach. I said, what a move this week.
I love that.
Done that.
Who did that?
What a move.
Legend.
That's awesome.
You should see all the Hall of Famers walking around, too. Imagine me walking right into them. What's up, boys? Good to see you guys. Because obviously, I think that weekend is such a beautiful reminder of, there's levels to this shit.
Oh, yeah.
I was in the back, and I'm back there wearing all black, Walked into the ceremony damn near late, but I did see it, thank God. Shout out to everybody making that happen. But then I go to the back to take photos. Like at award shows, you get your award, then you go to the back, they take photos. I didn't know that until the shit was happening. I see that. The Hall of Fame thing, you do your speech, you get inducted, then there's some photos that take place. I somehow ended up in the group that was going back to take photos. The people that were back there. Tyler, what up? Joe Montana, hey, how's it going? Peyton Manning, what's up? Warren Sapp, holy hell, made a balls joke. Thanks, Warren, appreciate that. Let me go ahead and move. Imagine me, Jan Steterud, fucking Morton Anderson, Adam Vinatieri's there, Andre Johnson, Devin Hester's right here. I'm just kind of looking around the room right now, and I'm seeing all this. Imagine me wearing a fake gold jacket.
Yeah.
Could you fathom?
That'd be the move.
That is the move. Hearing it now, that's genius.
Who did that? I did not see that.
I'll let you know.
Yes, please do. That is an amazing
Heard it
move.
was Michael Block.
All right. Blocky is still on the senior tour.
That tracks, though. That is something Blocky would do.
Because he is a champion. Is that why you're saying that?
Of the people?
Let's talk about some other things happening. Baseball is happening right now. Scoop stinks. What's going on? Okay, Scooble, I heard, is going to be the reason why baseball is broken forever. Scooble is the reason why baseball is going to be done. The Dodgers are going to win the title with 4 of the last 5 Cy fucking Youngs, and they are going to dominate baseball like they've done over the last few years because they spend more deferred money than everybody else. And it's not fair, damn it. Scooble gets their team. He stinks, and the Tigers are really good. What the hell happened, and how did this take place? Is he going to find it? Is that what everybody just assumes? He'll find it. Everybody will find it by the time the playoffs come, and he'll never be able to beat the Dodgers in a 7-game series? Is that why it's still assumed this way, or why do we just expect Scoobs to be great just because he has been in the past? Is that how this works out?
Yeah, he's unbelievable. He's a 2-time defending Cy Young. So, and I think, he went from the AL to the NL, so he's probably seeing guys for the first time. So it's a little bit of, and it's, new scenario, new situation, new clubhouse, all this new stuff. But like that's the thing is like he pitched kind of like shit last night by his standards. Dodgers still won, came back and won 7-6. So it's one of those things where like all this stuff, they just want him to get comfortable with his new surroundings. None of this stuff matters until we get to the playoffs. He will still probably be, well, maybe not the game one starter for them in the playoffs, but he'll be game one or game two. And yeah, same deal. He turns the tide in the Dodgers' favor massively.
Are Dodgers still favorites to win it all?
Yes.
Like very.
Yep.
And now how about the Tigers? They've become one of the best teams in baseball since Scoob's got out of the clubhouse. What are you guys saying up there, Foxy? I don't like that at all.
No, it's a dream scenario. This is exactly what we wanted as Tigers fans. Send Scooble over to the Dodgers, get something for him, and then try to make a playoff run. It's exactly what they're doing. This is awesome.
Okay, hopefully the Tigers go on a big-time run. I believe Scoobs and Skipper Roberts going to figure it out.
Yeah.
How's Shohei? He's still raking?
Yep.
Yeah, he's got bum knee, though, so he hasn't been pitching.
Yeah, he's not pitching, yeah.
Which knee?
What happened?
I
think it's his...
The bum one.
Not saying it. I'm not saying it. We're not 12-year-olds. We keep it
I just want to know if it's left, right, the land one, with the plant one.
Yeah, how...
Probably a plant.
I guess it's right knee, but I don't know.
Right knee? Oh, I'm thinking it's his left.
Could be his plant leg, but that right leg is where you get a lot of the power as well.
Because you're up there on the gravitational point.
Yep.
Pushing off.
What's this called?
It's left.
Left hand.
The balance point?
Left hand. Oh, your balance point, yeah.
Left.
Balance point right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm transferring all that shit right here in the ass.
Yep.
Which is why a lot of these pitchers have massive cabooses.
Big donk.
Because then I'm sending, the donk.
The donk, yeah.
I'm sending the donk through body, through right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But everything's twisting on that knee.
Yeah, exactly. And same deal. They don't want him to hurt that knee further and then not be able to play at all.
Because then whenever he's hitting, that thing's on the back, right? Because he throws right, he hits lefty?
Yes.
So that thing's now it's
pushing off that thing.
Oh.
Like Dak.
He's still hitting though.
He is still hitting.
Yeah, I feel like that stick is always going to get big hits.
Yeah.
That's Shohei baseball, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see the Dodgers do it again.
Maybe.
And then just sit on it for 2 years.
National League.
Nah, don't worry. Savannah Bananas got our back next year.
Yep.
Baseball. Hour 2 is on the other side. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice might change our life.
You know what? I think there's only one thing left to do here. I've experienced cafecito time. I've experienced the wonderful culture. I've experienced the beautiful people, and I think we got some Canes over here. We got some Canes over here. We got some Canes over here. This day in Coral Gables is going to be one that I will remember for the rest of my life. Ray Lewis started his dance right here at Miami. Ed Reed started his legendary run here at Miami. The legends of football run deep. The moments are special. The national championships are in abundance. Just last year, a lovely University of Miami woman diver from Italy won a national championship. This thing's been staring at me all damn day.
You're out of your mind, brother. You're crazy.
Kirk, I'm a little winded.
That's what I was going to say. You talked the whole time you were running. I'll give you a chance to catch your breath, you son of a bitch. You're crazy.
I hope somebody got a lifesaver over there.
Is there a lot of
something? My man's out of breath.
It is a long way to the top.
You gonna jump in your suit? Are you going to jump in
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so
I'm tired for you.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to take the jacket off. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, he's taking the shirt off now.
Okay. All right.
Looking ripped.
Yeah,
looking ripped.
fit.
Oh, he's taking the drawers off.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The pants.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Not the drawers.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you come to this beautiful campus, you will notice quickly that the students here love this university. They love this atmosphere. And I'm with everybody. I think the U is back. Give me.
He's got the speedo. Oh, my God.
Give me the
Canes, baby.
Here it goes.
Oh, God.
Here it goes. Feet together. Feet together.
I think that was the lead show for the Pacers.
And he's got the youth. Rushing it out.
Oh, my God.
McAfee with the refreshing punch. Miami and Florida tonight. Let's have a look at that again.
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey.
What?
Let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pig.
Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to our humble abode, the DraftKings Thunderdome. On this Patriot Games Tuesday, August 11, 2026, our tour of the program begins now. Football is the greatest, and we have storylines developing from joint practices all around the NFL. 8 teams will be having 4 joint practices starting today as the other squads try to climb their way to the top of Lombardi Mountain as the football season has officially begun. Now, life is obviously fantastic for football fans. Baseball is still doing it. The WNBA is in the middle of its most talked about time of the year.
Really?
Every day there's
playoff
a new
push.
thing.
Hell yeah.
Big playoff push as they get going. And obviously basketball had a huge announcement. Their Christmas Day games are now officially released. Congrats to the NBA making their big time announcements. Now, if you do remember, Roger Goodell came into Christmas in the NBA's house like the Grinch, went down the chimney, took their shit, went back out. Now, Hall of Fame game got higher ratings than the NBA did on Christmas Day this last year. Christmas Day was the official start of the NBA season every single year. We'd see the biggest stars in the NBA on Christmas Day. We wake up in the morning, watch a Christmas Story, and maybe watch Santa Claus. Maybe open some gifts, have a good time, and then the NBA stars from yesterday and today would carry us through until the night after a nice nap and then a nightcap of whatever the hell you're doing. Then the NFL had a chance to experience Christmas a couple times, and they said, actually, you know what? This is going to be ours now.
Yep.
And it is.
Yeah, those are 3 marquee matchups.
Yeah, it's good games.
Big time.
Packers, Bears. How you doing? Keep it moving. Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen, taking on AFC champion finalist Denver Broncos and Bo Nix and Sean Payton. Then, nightcap, reigning MVP, taking on reigning Super Bowl champion. Jeez. Let's see what Adam Silver decided to do. We got the finals rematch between the Spurs and the Knicks. And I hate the fact that I love that. I'm not going to see a lot of that.
No.
Only the beginning. And then
Noon.
We only see the beginning of that.
So you see the first half?
They need to run no commercials. We need to run hurry up basketball.
Yeah. 5-minute quarters.
Let's get that one done before football kicks off.
Maybe start it at 8 a.m.
That first hour may be the only hour we see.
Is that the craziest that you wake up, you go, you open your presents, you turn on the TV, holy shit, the
Wemby.
Knicks and the Spurs are playing.
Wemby and Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
Oh, the NBA has started.
Breakfast and basketball.
Oh, my God.
Genius.
Breakfast and hoops. Oh, that's what we do.
Brunch ball.
Oh, man. Christmas gifts, too. I mean, there's a chance that the NBA does
Now we're
become
talking.
Christmas morning. Because we've been trying to tell them, Eve. You need to go to Christmas Eve.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't like what happened to you. We understand how much Christmas means to your association and to your league. Historically, we have watched the greats. Shaq, Kobe, Tim, MJ, Braun, Steph, Tyrese.
Yeah.
Where are they at?
What was that?
No, I agree, but he's right. I mean, it'll be a cold day in hell before the Pacers are playing on Christmas, unfortunately.
Jeez.
I don't like it. I'm not making the schedule. But it's the truth.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
Just in the finals.
Anyways, we've loved Christmas for the NBA and for sports as a whole, but they need to go to Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
The big bad wolf showed up and howled your way right out of relevance. The Hall of Fame game now is getting bigger numbers than what Christmas Day used to get for the NBA. That's not good news. But we are appreciative of the matchups. LeBron taking on the Lakers.
Oh, man.
I want to watch that game.
Me too.
Put this on December 24th, please.
LeBron versus Luka?
Not this year. Not this year. Christmas Eve is a Thursday this year, so there's an NFL game.
Yeah, we got
this
some
year.
NFL games
Oh,
as
okay.
well.
Starting next year.
Boxing Day.
Yes, to Canada's. Do Canada's. Little Santa.
Yeah,
What-
yeah.
what do you-
Little Santa, yeah.
Little
That's
baby
fair.
Santa.
Yeah, there's only
Little
one,
Santa
there's
Day.
only
December
one Prem
10th?
game now, so they can have Boxing Day.
Okay, is that Little Santa Day, Boxing
No,
Day?
Little Santa, December 6th.
There it is.
Okay. NBA should have Little Santa Day.
Yeah.
Okay, it's December 6th. It's a big deal.
That blow up.
Oh, Boxing Day this year would be bad too.
Oh, no.
Sunday or Saturday or Monday or Thursday?
Oh no, it's a college. It's a full slate of college football, probably.
Oh,
It's bowl games.
Yeah, but still.
Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Yeah, boys.
You're watching the NBA over
Joining
bowl
us
games?
now is-
I
Yeah.
think not.
That's 9-year NFL vet, Darius J. Butler.
No,
Best players aren't even playing.
Unless we're watching that's CFP.
Yeah.
I'm not watching any other bowl games.
Duke's
Well, unless, my beloved Huskies.
I watched
Wait,
the
no,
NBA
wait.
on February 28th.
I mean, on the 26th, it's not even quarterfinals, New Year's 6. It's
what
both
I'm
on a
saying.
rotating basis. So I wouldn't worry about not seeing the NBA on that day.
Started with 12, counting down to 1. That's how we crown CFP National Champion. Joining us now is a man who won a BCS National Championship. And he also started with 32, counted down to 1, became a Super Bowl champion. And he played in the Ryder Cup and won his matchup, but he did not become a Ryder Cup champion. Ladies and gentlemen, AJ Hawk.
Yeah, baby.
AJ?
Very accurate. That was very accurate. But can we please stop overreacting to one-on-one clips during training camp?
Shut up!
Practices, please.
Thank you, AJ.
Okay,
It's called practice. It's called practice for a reason. We're trying things. We're trying new techniques. We're trying to figure it out. It's not game day.
We don't need to be running this. This is not what we need to be running. AJ
Great
Brown.
route, by the way. It's
It's
beautiful.
football. AJ Brown's trying something new in this one. It's called unguardable. I don't know how you
Yeah.
go from 5th gear to 6th gear to 3rd gear like that, but that's what AJ Brown's doing. And obviously he's been working against Gonzo. Sauce stays in the mix, gets the tag off. So what? You get a first down. We live to see another day. Speaking of another day, the Colts had a great day, allegedly. All reports coming from New England reporters are that the Colts bounced back in a big way, and on 7-on-7, Tyler Warren was unguardable. Josh Downs was scoring touchdowns. Daniel Jones, he's spinning it. And this against the New England Patriots, who we think is a damn good football team.
Yeah, it's a great football team.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Gonzo's not out there, but again, that's a great football team.
Alec Pierce isn't out there, but once again,
Yes.
I feel very good about where the Colts news
Should.
is right now
Oh, yeah.
versus what I was seeing out of the first couple plays that were coming for practice. And I want to let you know, I appreciate and respect you saying, hey, let's not overreact to these things. Let's not let our emotions be affected by clips that we're seeing in a drill that we have no idea what the context is. Let's make sure we understand it. But I'm going to let you know, I did. I thought the Colts were going to lose every game whenever I saw Sauce getting cooked like that.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden I hear, guess what? The Colts actually doing pretty good in their practice as well.
I need some video of that.
Well, we're never going to get it, okay? We're never going to get it out of the Colts.
Jeez. You've seen this clip.
No, they're going to do the, you remember?
What, they're too humble? Is that why?
No.
Yeah.
No, they got this super cool sticky arm thing. You remember?
Oh,
whenever-
yeah. Spider-Man for Spider-Man.
Yeah, you get Spider-Man movies out.
That was cool.
That's what we're going to see today is, did you guys see, look at Sauce, he's with two hands with the Spider-Man thing doing this. And it's like, well, the Patriots social media, you know what they're doing? They're putting football plays out there.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm doing? Feeling like we're losing the Super Bowl on August 11th, 2026. So I like a little bit of defense from our social team. Now, it had to come through the Patriots reporters
Still nothing.
and Colts fan Logan. Okay, Colts fan Logan, I appreciate all the optimism.
He was
coming out.
doing it.
Shane Steichen comes on immediately after practice. He's like, yeah, I like what we did. But he's going to say he likes what we did.
Right.
Movie.
I mean, what would you rather be good at, one-on-ones or 11-on-11s?
Well, Colts weren't good at that because it was 7-on-7. But still, hearing that Tyler Warren was like the
Or
focal
7-on-7.
point, like you would be worried without Alec Pierce. But if they're just going all in on Warren and we're looking at him being like the number one option on their offense after Jonathan Taylor, like that's great news, especially if he's going into a second year.
Nope, need Alec out there.
Well, yeah, of course.
But if we got Josh Downs, okay, who can work?
Dog.
Yeah.
Who can work? We got Tyler Warren.
Dog.
And we got Pierce.
Ashton Dolan.
Feels like we got 3 levels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Feels like we got it. And Jonathan Taylor out of the back.
Healthy DJ.
And then we got Shane Steichen in there.
Still got Ogletree or?
Look at this. This is going to be a friggin' touchdown. It's going to be a friggin' touchdown. That's what he says every play. Oh, look at this. This is going to be a friggin' touchdown. Oh, my God, we're calling a draw. It might be a friggin' touchdown. Look at this. That's what he says on the sideline. Could you imagine Daniel Jones hearing that every single – look, it might be a friggin' touchdown here, Daniel. It's like, yeah. You know what? It might be, actually. Let's go again. Oh, I broke my leg. That's what Daniel Jones said.
What?
And then he goes,
again?
It might be a friggin' touch. Oh, I tore my Achilles. That's what last year was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we lost 8 straight games.
Yeah.
You know how miserable that was?
Oh, it was awful. We went to a couple.
Penthouse, outhouse. Now we're battling with the New England Patriots in New England. Joining us now is a man who might be able to tell us a little bit more information about why. Is John Gordon planting seeds all over the Indianapolis Colts organization?
Could be.
The man who broke that news to us is obviously an Emmy Award-winning host, a pundit, an analyst, an incredibly handsome man. Ladies and gentlemen, Pierce Schrager. Schrags, how we doing?
I'm doing great. I never thought I'd be John Gordon's publicist, but this is the walk I walk, and this is the life I lead. I had no idea it was going that way. But what a dynamic guest he was on Friday. I loved it.
Yeah, absolutely. He had quotes for quotes. He said you can't be stressed and thankful at the same time. Love, obviously, casts a shadow over fear, so you can't have all these. He's basically telling you everything you're thinking that's wrong, don't do it. You need to talk to yourself. You need to keep moving. But he has a quote for everything. I cannot wait to chit-chat with him more. You might have set up something that's better for all of our lives. Now, let's talk about being better for my life. Indianapolis Colts look good against Patriots this morning. How much are you taking away from these joint practices? And have you been to boots on the ground, any camps yet? What is your biggest takeaway?
Yeah, I take a lot from the joint practices. Now, I'm with AJ. I don't think the one-on-one drill and the social media highlight and the fan from the crowd filming something is anything worth getting worked over. But you gotta believe that in 2026, these coaches, they take more into the joint practices where ones are going against one than the preseason game. Sean McVay has not played starters in a preseason game since he got there, but you better believe when they go against the Cowboys in their inner camps practice, it's going to be ones-on-ones. It's going to be CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens going up against Watson and McDuffie. We're going to see where we're at. All that stuff matters. This is where these guys really get to know who they are. I talked to Robert Saleh last week. He's got 3 different joint practices set. Those guys are doing San Francisco, Chicago, and Seattle. He's like, we're going to know what we are. We're going to get tough that way. So I don't think the preseason games matter as much as they used to. I don't think the teams want to get risks to injury. That's for when we see who's going to make the team. But for ones and the guys who are starting, inter-camp practices, the inter-squad practices, this is a big, big deal for the start of the season.
Good work, good work. Always going to be a fight, but the teams seemingly more and more are louder about, hey, don't fight each other. We're going to kick you out of practice. And every once in a while, a couple guys are just going to have to throw fists at each other, and then everybody has to show up, because if you don't show up at a fight and you're on film, you might not make the team because of it. So, it's always one thing leading to another, but we love these joint practices as well. AJ has a question for you, Schrags.
Yeah, Shrek, sticking with Robert Saleh, I know obviously Brian Dable gets down there. He's the offensive coordinator working with Cam Ward. We see all this stuff. It's tough not to get excited, I'm not going to lie, watching Carnell Tate catch the ball in Tennessee Titans training camp. He seems to be catching everything. I guess, what are you hearing out of Tennessee and Cam Ward's development under Dable?
Yeah, it's been lights out. One of the reasons that Saleh ran to that job was Cam Ward and the pieces that they have. What he tells me, which is great, is that Jeffrey Simmons is even better than he imagined. And then you've got Cam Ward on offense, and these guys bark at each other the entire practice. Cam Ward is one of these guys that will not be scared to get in the face of a defensive tackle to get his offense going. They are very excited about not only the addition of the rookie Tate, who's going to come along, but Brian Dable brought over Wan'Dale Robinson, a guy who maybe didn't fulfill expectations in New York, but they paid him real money. And Dable's like, I want that guy. And then Bellinger, that was a guy he had. We want that guy. Cordell Flott was in New York. Dable's like, go get that guy. And then Saleh, he brought over John Franklin Myers, Solomon Thomas, Jermaine Johnson, like all of these players that were with the Jets and Giants coming to a Tennessee team that hasn't been good the last few years. There's this feeling of chip on the shoulder, new culture, and two former head coaches and Robert Saleh and Brian Dable working together to get this team in the conversation in the AFC. But you saw the quarterback series on Netflix. This kid is the real deal, Cam Ward. And if all the early reports are coming together, Carnell Tate might be an immediate impact guy too.
Yeah, I love Cam Ward. I love Cam Ward's family. I love Cam Ward's story. Started at, where was that school?
Washington.
Incarnate Word.
Incarnate Word, yeah. And then moved with the OC, then moved with the OC, then goes to Miami, flips their entire culture, sets them up in a big way. And then you listen to anybody talk about him that's been around him. It's like this guy's all ball, all leadership, and talks a lot of shit, which I love everything about.
Yeah.
Now, you just mentioned something that could be scary for Tennessee Titans fans to hear. Oh, great. These guys brought a bunch of Giants and Jets in.
Cool.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. But what we would like to say, and I think you were saying, is these are the guys that I think if these two were to be head coaches again, would like to shape their culture around, as opposed to everything else that happened, which is why they come to Tennessee. And obviously, they got studs across the board. New stadium coming.
It's sick.
Nashville is Nashville
new logo.
Very nice.
the greatest. I mean, that would be a great place to be good at football. We shall see if they're able to make it happen. Do like seeing Carnell Tate have his Terry McLaurin, Emeka Egbuka type stuff coming out of Ohio State. Now, they're saying there's a kid coming out of West Virginia that could change everything going forward.
Who's that?
All of them.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, well, Rich Rod's actually saying, I wish these guys would have came in a little bit better shape, seemingly not as tough as I would like, but we got time to fix that entire thing. Just know that there's going to be young guys coming from West Virginia that are going to impact the league quickly, but it feels like Peter's got a different list. Go ahead, D-Bud.
Yeah, Shregs, I saw your list today, the A-list, the top 5 impact rookies. We were just talking about Carnell Tate. We watched some Jordan Tyson highlights yesterday, Mansour Delane, corner out of Kansas City Chiefs. Who was kind of the first guy out from your list? I saw the top 5. 3, Ohio State to begin it. And then who was the first guy out, in your opinion?
Yeah, the top 5, I went Caleb Downs 1, Sonny Styles 2, Arvell Reese 3, Jeremiah Love 4, and then Kalen Rutledge as 5.
Dog.
Number 6 to me, if we're going to say, like, who's going to be that guy, it might have to be actually Mekhi Lemon in Philly because he's going to have to play a role. They're not expecting, that he's just going to slowly come along. Mekhi Lemon was looked right before Pittsburgh, as we know how that whole thing went. He was taken because they think if we get rid of A.J. Brown, this guy can play a role. And I really wanted to focus on the players that are going to be asked the most to do. So Mendoza might big picture be that guy, and maybe Tyson and maybe Tate. But, like, I was at Giants camp yesterday, guys. This is kind of an aside on number 3, Arvell Reese. I don't mean to get Giants fans too overly excited here, but I had a coach pull me aside and was like, before these guys get out there, you have to go look at Arvell Reese. I go, okay, I've seen a million football players before. I've shaken Adrian Peterson's hand. He almost broke my hand. I've seen AJ Hawk in the locker room. Like, I'm not awed by what football players look like.
All of them.
Arvell Reese looks like RoboCop, dude. He is enormous with huge arms, and he has this entire look to him where you're like, okay, well, that guy is going to play on the. He's playing inside linebacker next to Terrell Edmonds. They both look like they're absolute beasts in the middle. And what they're saying is Reese doesn't say a word. He doesn't talk. He just is in the facility all day long, studying and getting better, and has been nailing guys, like dominating practices as a rookie. And that's up against Pat Ricard and up against Scadaboo. So I think that's the instant impact I'm looking for. And Reese kind of brings more than just tackles and stats and all that. Guys like Reese and Styles and Downs, they're also culture setters. And their guys are telling you it's a new era here. Giants, Washington, and Dallas, all in the NFC East, they need new culture. They need new feel. And I think those 3 guys really establish it.
I'll tell you what, Harbaugh's really implementing his style early in.
Yeah.
We watched an interview on
I was
NFL.
there yesterday, Pat. It was, I said this on First Take. I'll say it a different way. Like, picture the country club or the 5-star resort or the Discovery Club, whatever it is. Everything opposite of that is what I saw yesterday. 2.5 hours of hitting. And they were telling me, like, we were in West Virginia together for 13 days with no nights out to the club, no days off, none of the, like, hitting for 10 days, maximum days in pads. And it was not like a fun, let's go company offsite deal. This was, we are going to make adversity happen. We're going to overcome this. And on the other side of it, talked to Odell Beckham yesterday. He's like, it was awesome. Like, we hit the crap out of each other. And at the end of it, like, we came together as a team. And it really feels like Harbaugh is saying, we have to do this stuff first before we're actually legitimately talking about anything else. We have to get tougher, and we want it to make it as difficult as possible in August that you can in 2026.
And I think I heard some leaked audio where Harbaugh said, We're fighting the same battles on this field today that they were fighting back in those days.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
Which days?
Inspirational.
Those days.
I mean, which one's been a lot of days?
The bad days.
The bad days.
Yep. The bad
Right.
days.
You know, it's like McAdoo days.
Yeah, the Pat Shermer era.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's been great days too up there, no?
No, that's not what Harbaugh was talking about.
No, he's talking about the fight.
Right there on those West Virginia fields, he was saying, on these fields,
Yeah.
Same blood.
Bubbling with blood.
same
Hot lead.
same battles.
Okay.
That's what he was saying. And it's crazy that on the other side of it, they came together.
Yeah.
Let's talk!
Yep.
Strong.
Strong side!
That's what I was thinking. I was saying, remember the Titans.
Oh, is that what you were thinking? Yeah. Okay, I'm happy you were.
Just like that.
Shregs, Arvell Reese, funny story about Arvell Reese before we move to the new conversation, just to echo your sentiment about, hey, take a look at this guy. Ohio State last year was the first game day. And as I was running up on set, a guy named Sean over there, legend, absolute beast. I don't remember his last name at this point. AJ might know it better than I.
Sean Perkins.
Sean Perkins, okay, who is taking care of us. We love Sean.
The man.
Huge Ohio head. Huge.
Looks like a Buckeye.
Cranium.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he is Ohio. You look at this guy. He's been around the Buckeyes for a very long time. He's been very good to us. Stop by him. I go, hey, who's somebody, make me look like a smart person. Like, who should I talk about up here? And he goes, Arvell Reese is somebody that nobody's talking about. I go up there. I don't say it one time. Yeah, I didn't say it one time. Just for some reason, I'm like, I didn't say. I think he had, I don't know. I think he like wrecked the entire.
3 sacks.
Yeah, I would have looked like an absolute genius. And then from that point forward, that Ohio State defense was just like, oh, pick your poison here. You got Sonny, you got Arvell, you got Caleb, you got Matt Patricia in the back doing this.
Caden McDonald.
Oh yeah, and also
McDonald.
Curry.
Yeah. Curry.
Also, Caden Curry's in
Ransom.
there. Yeah, the Lathan on one side, and then on the other side,
Igbinosun.
oh my God! I mean, that defense was outrageous in there, and it was hard to stick out. Arvell Reese definitely did, and if you looked at him, it was like, what the fuck is that? How does that exist?
Did you see Odyssey yet? Did you see the movie Odyssey?
Oh, so good,
yeah.
Drago.
Don't do it.
Great.
I'm not
You
falling.
look like he looked like the Cyclops, like a giant creature. I'm looking at Arvell Reese.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Give
gonna
me a
say.
little-
I thought you were gonna say you ought to see these. Yeah. I thought
Or that coach. You seen that coach?
At Bama?
In the movie?
No, on the sideline with the new pads.
Yeah, Bama.
Oh yeah.
I remember. That was Bama?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
okay.
Bama. That's
Yeah.
Kalen DeBoer's
Yeah,
work.
that's
Saban tested those out.
Did he?
Yeah, Saban was the one that said, let me get my arms on these things. Boom, boom, boom.
There he is.
So-
Good rep.
You're not in Kansas City. That looks like the Avatar
Yeah, it does. Yep.
thing there as we're doing movie references. Okay, let's move along. Let's do a little chitter-chatter about football that's happening. Breaking news happened today. Go ahead, Con Man.
Yeah, Schrager. Pat's talking about Minnesota. Kyler Murray, now the starting QB. J.J. McCarthy, 9. Maybe taking kind of the back seat here now, learning a little bit. Maybe they will be friends, not on the opposite side of the classroom. But what is your take on Kyler being the starter? Is this something you were kind of hearing going back a little bit, or was this something that surprised you, seeing that a lot of the reports were that it was a much tighter race and that sometimes everybody was having a good day, sometimes everybody was having a bad day?
Yeah, the reports have been damning for both guys. I think Sunday night, the public practice did not do Kyler Murray any favors in the court of public opinion when everybody from Alec Lewis and Kevin Seifert and the guys who were there on the ground were saying that JJ outplayed Kyler Murray in this practice and Kyler threw 2 picks in 11 on 11. But trust me, they weren't getting Kyler Murray and causing all this in that building if they believed that JJ McCarthy had a runaway spot at this position. They went and they got Kyler Murray. They didn't have to. They paid him $3 million. It's a very low contract. But the second Kyler Murray was added as a free agent acquisition, and the second Kyler Murray chose to go there, this was Kyler Murray's job to lose, whether Kevin would say it or not. It might have been an open battle. It very well could have been. The fact of the matter is McCarthy did not beat him out in camp. And here we are getting it done now so this doesn't drag on every day. And we're doing one of these, hey, who got the 1 reps? Who got the 2 reps? Who's going to play in the preseason? That doesn't do anybody any favors. Iron sharpens iron and all that, but it's Kyler's job. And guess what? If Kyler doesn't play great out of the gates, then it'll be JJ's job. It's not like it's a lifetime Supreme Court justice decision that this guy's job is set in stone. We'll see how Kyler does, but the second they signed Kyler Murray, you guys better believe it. Former first overall pick, Kevin O'Connell was saying, I need that on my team, and that's what's going to get us over the hump.
Adam Thielen was on NFL Live a couple weeks ago, and he said, this is Kyler's job to lose. And everybody's like, whoa, that's the first time we've heard that because everything else has just been fair competition. It is fair competition. They're competing against each other. Now, senior NFL insider Adam Schefter is a Michigan man.
Yes, he is.
And Ian Rappaport, though, after his conversations with people in high places, he said the same thing. This is a competition. It's a competition. So we're all trying to figure out and read the tea leaves of who they're going to go with. You said if Kyler stinks, then JJ will take his spot. You think JJ trade bait right now because he's kind of done? And they do have the Carson Wentz experience standing literally right there.
Ready.
Number 11 is standing right there. What do you think happens with JJ? It sounds like you think he stays.
I think he stays because the salary itself is not crazy. It's the year 3. Next year when it's, hey, okay, we eventually have to pay this guy, that's when you start talking whether he's trade bait. I would also add, less than 12 months ago, I was on the sidelines on Monday Night Football when J.J. McCarthy beats the Bears and Kevin O'Connell's doing flips on the sideline. And in the locker room, they were acting as if J.J. McCarthy was the savior. Things change in this league. And the same team that let Sam Darnold walk out the building, the same team that let Daniel Jones out the building, I think they would be a little more cautious to letting J.J. McCarthy walk out the building and just say, if he's under contract, it's good to have J.J. McCarthy on this team. He's maturing. I've seen him play probably 25 games of college football. There might have been no better leader and winner at that level. He didn't suddenly forget all that. In fact, he's better this year. It's just this was Kyler's job to lose.
Yeah, they're just wondering if 9's the right thing for the NFL. You know, because you brought up that Chicago game, and I remember.
That's when he did
that?
it.
NFC Player of the Week.
Yes.
It was awesome. That fourth quarter was incredible. Some people fell asleep. They missed it.
Yeah, you
and then they woke up the next morning, and it was like, hey, J.J. McCarthy went crazy last night. And it's like, this is the future. This is why they did what they did. This is why they moved on. And then, obviously, injuries have cut into all of it. A man that needs reps in that offense certainly wasn't able to get it. The way Schefter's tweeting the news is fascinating. I don't know if you guys read the slant he had.
Well, that's because Schefter wrote that tweet with a tear in his eye.
Well, maybe 2 tears.
Tear in his eye.
J.J. McCarthy missed his entire rookie season due to injury and started just 10 games last year, with Minnesota winning 6 of them. Now he's still only 23-year-old. Will be forced back up.
Yeah, makes
That is
sense.
some pros.
That's bullshit,
That's
Shefty.
a Michigan man.
That's messed up.
That
Yeah.
sound like you typed out a tear in his eye.
2 tears.
Yeah.
That's a Michigan man, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you, that is news. That is, hey,
Forced
Shefty
to
would
be
say,
back.
what did I say that was wrong? What did I say that was wrong?
It's all fact. You say it's all fact.
He said everything's a fact, which it certainly is.
Maybe you're right.
But on that note, them even looking for another quarterback at this moment probably tells us that JJ maybe off the field isn't exactly what they're looking for as a quarterback of their franchise as well. So maybe he gets a chance to grow, and maybe Kyler Murray and Kevin O'Connell do something that the NFL's never seen before.
Maybe.
Because there's a chance. What was that?
What was that, Tom?
No, just a lot of people acting like we haven't seen like 6 years of Kyler, and he's just this rookie year number 1 overall pick. We've seen Kyler.
Oh, come
Don't
on.
act like he's some bum.
I didn't say he was a bum.
Have you seen Kyler spin one of these right here?
I've seen the reports out of practice from Kyler too.
You don't know the offense. You don't have a clue what's going on out there. I mean, these people are running all over the place. He doesn't know why. Wait until he understands what's going on.
I'm just saying it's a tough division. Let's see if they don't finish 4th.
And if they do end up trading JJ, it will go down as the biggest blunder in the history of NFL football to let Sam Darnold leave.
Well, that GM has been fired, though.
Yep.
Okay, they have moved on from that GM.
McCarthy, he left early, right? He can make that new deal. He can maybe go see if he can get another year at Michigan.
5th year, yeah.
Oh, wow.
They would need him.
Oh, wow.
I say he can go play Michigan this year.
Might have too much hate.
Kyle Whittingham, grandfather to 11 children, Mormon man in Michigan. Let's go.
Okay, not only Mormon man, also saying, so if I have hate in my heart for a place that's going to make our team better, I don't think so.
Yeah.
They should have fired him on the spot.
I like
for
it.
saying that.
I agree.
Oh, Shranks is on your side, it sounds like.
Yeah, well,
It's the game. It's the greatest college football rivalry in the nation, and you're gonna come in and start with that? Shut up.
Well, listen, AJ said he was asked the same question about Whittingham, and you heard the way the Ohio State people speak. Yeah, I'm sure he's a good coach, man.
Yeah.
Sure
They
he's a
call
good
him
coach.
Whittingham.
Yeah.
I think he's a great guy. He sounds like a really good guy, honestly.
Do you have any hate in your heart for him?
Yes. It's an
I
amazing
don't have
guy.
any hate for the head coach. No, definitely no hate for him.
That's what Whittingham was trying to say, what AJ said. But Ryan Day's coming out saying, I had to have 24/7 security because we fucking lost to these guys.
So,
Buckeye fans.
So, yeah, I hate everything.
Just got there.
Yeah, Whittingham, maybe he needs to be tried and true a little bit.
Yeah, it needs to be blessed in the fire.
Yeah, someone from Ohio State, maybe AJ, needs to pay him a visit. Beat the piss out of him.
No, I don't think that's going to happen. That guy's going 80 miles an hour down triple black diamonds, remember?
That's true.
This guy rode motorcycle.
Yeah, riding his Harley with no sleeves.
That's fine.
Who did? Whittingham?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He came to our show
Really?
in Utah.
Oh, yeah.
He showed up to our show in Utah on a Harley. Literally came around.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a super duper certified skier, obviously, out
Yeah.
there in
I love
Utah.
him.
82 miles. He showed me, he had something on his watch. I guess it keeps the speed. And he like showed me he was like 82 miles an hour yesterday.
It's
on the
moving.
fucking-
That's moving. Crazy.
Yeah, he's
Look at him.
Yeah, that's him on the motorcycle. So
Dude,
whenever
that's
you say,
awesome. I didn't know he had this in him. I take it back with he's a nice man, 11 grandkids, the whole thing.
He's a good man.
yeah, he's still
can
good
do
man.
that.
He's got a
Yeah,
mean
he's still
streak.
good
man.
Yeah, he's still a good man. I mean, there's no reason to say he's not. He's just, he's a badass. I think that needs to
Got
be.
some badass to him.
And I think he naturally comes in there, and obviously everybody that had hired him is gone now, right? So he is really the only Michigan person, representative. So maybe he didn't have anybody tell him immediately, like, hey, by the way, anytime we're asked about
Yeah, just say you fucking hate him.
BYU thing, it's like the BYU thing, Utah, you know?
That was foolish. What did Sig do? You know?
What did Sig do? Purdue stinks.
They did.
So Michigan and Ohio State. And who else? Did he say Iowa as well? He should have. That probably should have.
No, he would never say that because he respects Iowa more than damn near any other team in the country outside of his own Indiana Hoosiers.
I saw
There you
Reese
go,
Davis.
Ty.
I saw Reese Davis, and he's sitting in a desk, and I saw Sig's feet up on the table as he was breaking down clips. It was against Iowa.
Yeah, it was.
What was it? It was that was when he learned Fernando was the guy, right?
I didn't watch the clip. I assume that that's the case. I mean, well, we were kind of just voicing it over in here, so I never really went back and watched it because Sig has said many good things about Iowa. I don't want to taint that and maybe stumble into something where he's like, yeah, I mean, these guys, you know, we knew we had their asses right there. I don't need to hear anything like that. I'm just going to stick with, hey, this guy thinks Iowa's the best team in the nation.
That is what it is, and what he said, what they were about to show, is the clip. I think it was really well done. I don't know what it's for. I'm excited to see it. It kind of hit the internet yesterday, hit ESPN yesterday pretty hard. But I think it was when Sig said that he didn't know how Fernando knew that guy was going to be open, and he also got hit in the face. And it was at that moment he realized, like, this guy might have a little something. This guy might have a little something. Then they showed Hoover. He was their transfer from TCU, similar type player, which is why Sig says that he likes what's going to potentially happen. But Sig would not compliment and say that new Hoover has done anything.
No, you can't do that.
Which is classic Signetti. But nonetheless, one of his quarterbacks, Fernando Mendoza, has a little situation brewing over there in Las Vegas, which we certainly need to know more about. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, Shrek. So now that we have the QB battle in Minnesota pretty much done, what about the QB battle in Las Vegas? Really haven't seen many clips come out of their camp outside of Mad Max Crosby, man, maybe trying to intentionally hurt Kirk Cousins. I don't know what the deal. What are you hearing from Raiders camp? Because Clint Kubiak did say, hey, best player is going to start, you know, but we haven't really heard much.
Yeah, that, by the way, that Crosby deal that came out, that coming from like the official ESPN account was like, okay, is this AI? Is this real? Truth of the matter is Crosby is known to play to the end of the whistle, even in practice. And there have been teammates in the past who have said after leaving, like, that guy's the man. He's a great player. He's also a pain in the ass to play against in practice because he doesn't stop. So I could see Cousins being a little PO'd with all that. I would also imagine Cousins has the leg up on Mendoza just for the fact that they are trying to do a long-term rebuild here with Clint Kubiak, who has worked with Cousins before, and the two of them know the same verbiage, same offense, and Andrew Janocko, who's the offensive coordinator, has the same exact offense. So it's plug and play with Kirk. Now, the version of Cousins that we've seen the last few years hasn't been the version of Cousins that those guys coached way back when. Question is, at what point does Mendoza take over? I know they're not going to declare Cousins the day one starter, but I would imagine, talking to league sources, Cousins has a serious leg up on Mendoza, not because of play necessarily, but because of the situation and the comfort in easing him in and getting him ready to play. They don't want to do anything too soon for a team that's probably not looking to win the Super Bowl this year.
Tom Brady, obviously one of the owners of the Raiders, sat behind Drew Bledsoe, learned a little bit, and then obviously whenever he got in, took the realm. Nothing ever stopped them. So maybe they're doing the same for Fernando. We're firm believers in Fernando Mendoza. And I'll tell you what, if he's going to have to deal with Max Crosby hitting him in practice for the rest of his career, I don't like that one bit. I don't like that one bit. Now, listen, you talked about how Max Crosby never stops. I respect that. I do appreciate that. Stay off the quarterback is something that has been talked about since the beginning of time in football. Has Max Crosby just been pounding quarterbacks his entire career in practice? That's a real question. Because that is a real question for me. And I genuinely, that seems like a complete alternate universe than anything that I've ever seen in a NFL practice, especially
the Raiders also.
with the millions. Hey, millions! billions of dollars that are placed into these quarterbacks for their franchise. Has Max Crosby been hitting quarterbacks in practice his entire career? And has that just not been talked about? Is this just like normal for him?
No, I think I've heard this before prior to this, that he's done it before. So it's not that it's necessarily something he does commonly, but I think it's more of a product of this guy plays in practice at 110 miles per hour every play.
A lot of people do that, bro. A lot of people play 110 miles an hour in practice and stay away from the fucking quarterback.
The halo around him, man.
Yeah, this is me, punter, just watching practice, okay? Stay off the quarter. Stay away from the quarterback. Do not touch the quarterback. Is every other, I don't know, maybe 3 plays, probably.
Since you're in 5th grade.
It really, if Max is just pounding quarterbacks at practice, I guess be who you can afford to be.
Blindsiding guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That is crazy.
Sorry.
That is crazy.
Sorry,
to think about.
Kirk.
I mean, what a weapon, dude. What an absolute weapon that you get away with that. Get paid. Also be on a team and still like respected and appreciated.
Again,
what a stunt.
Is that why he got cut from Baltimore? Or is that why they redid it? Because they said, like,
practice.
hey, what are you going to do if you come around the corner and Lamar's there? And he just said, light him up.
No, fun fact. Lamar was walking through the hallway. He was walking through the hallway. Picks him up, throws him into the wall.
Get used to that.
Always. That's what he's doing. Honestly, do you know if he's always hit quarterbacks in practice?
So I've heard in the past that when the Cousins deal happened and before that, this is not the first time that a quarterback has had taken issue on the team that, hey, like, dude, chill out. And it's not necessarily taking their head off or anything, but that there is a certain intensity that he brings to practice every single day that isn't exactly everyone's cup of tea when you're on the other side of it and you're trying to go through some practices and get your stuff right.
Hey, that's Max Crosby football.
Yep.
Dude, that's him off the field too. He's always on
Black
11.
boy
And I
Max.
think that's why you love him.
LaRon Landry, he took out Reggie Wayne in a walkthrough. I mean,
Did he really?
No pad. First day of mandatory minicamp. First day we saw LaRon the entire offseason.
265.
Full speed. 4.3.
Safety. Had tassels, I believe, on his jerseys already.
Wow.
It was unbelievable. I've never seen anything like
year
it.
what was the reaction? Reggie?
Reggie Wayne down the sideline, okay, just getting the ball. LaRon literally shoulder through chest.
Damn.
I think Reggie held on to it.
Of course.
Then I think Reggie goes down, and then I think there was like a throw of the ball. Yeah, right.
I think he threw that.
Yeah.
That one.
And then there was obviously a full gathering, and then Chuck.
Guys,
hey,
I would
Jesus
pay-
Christ, we can't be hitting
I would
Reggie
pay-
Wayne.
I would pay good money for a show where you guys just tell like training camp and practice stories like this. I'm on the edge of my seat because I remember LaRon Landry. Obviously, he got drafted at LSU and then was built like, I don't know, a linebacker.
Hulk
maybe that's
Hogan.
even being generous.
Like that coach.
The Hulk.
And then to thought of him laying out a Hall of Famer in Reggie Wayne, like the thought of all that is absolutely unbelievable.
Should be Hall of Famer. But yeah, walkthrough, not even practice. This is the first walkthrough of the day. You know, we got practice in the afternoon. We're just kind of going through what's all going to happen later as we're all getting comfortable with a mandatory minicamp. Welcome to the team. Just made the Pro Bowl. His first time seeing him. We had 99% attendance, I think, for all the voluntary. And then he showed up at the mandatories our first time seeing him. I don't remember those.
Never met the guy?
Never met him. No, never met him. He walked in. Holy shit. I mean, I think he had music playing as he walked in.
Nice.
I never been more impressed with a physical specimen as it walked by. And I think I even gave a holy shit as he walked
by?
As he walked by, yeah. Then he always had what up, whoa, what up, hello, whoa, 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 what up, whoa, what up, whoa, okay, whoa, okay, whoa. Then he had a red drink, always. And man, he was fucking flying out there. I mean, it
One
was
speed.
Soccer shoes because it made him quicker.
Yep.
He was ready to do special teams if we needed him. Hey, man, it seems like you're not doing as much on defense right now. Will you come play special teams? You got to put him on the kickoff return. Hey, just need you to go blindside this guy. You got to all-pro safety playing kickoff return. Death machine for the other side. I mean, I love that man.
Oh, yeah.
He was great in the locker room. Hilarious. There was a couple things that made him miss some games. Hey, that's going to happen.
Sure.
What do you look like? Yeah, it's going to happen from my understanding.
It'll get you.
They're going to get you every once in a while, you know, but him and Gucci live a good life.
Oh, yeah.
Him and Gucci, his pet monkey. God.
Really? You had a pet monkey?
I watched Ace Ventura. I saw it. I said, I got to give me one of those, man. Serious, whoa. Him and Gucci had to have a moment. Him and Gucci had to have an alpha moment.
This is incredible.
LaRon Landry is the most entertaining human I have ever encountered.
Really?
I wish he would speak more. He should.
Yeah.
He should come out and do his thing. LaRon Landry. Just at least a
If I'm not mistaken, he had a brother, Dahn Landry, also
Mm-hmm.
playing in the Ravens, right?
Also safety, I think.
Yep. I think Raven, yep.
I saw LaRon do maybe 250 tricep pull downs.
Oh, beast.
Just straight through. And then I think he flipped that thing and did like another 200 of these. I said, so that's what it is? He goes, yeah, there's 10 of these a day. Whoa. And he walked away. And I was like, whoa, whoa.
I took a sip of that drink one game day.
How'd you do?
Big mistake.
What'd you get, buzzed?
Big. It was
Just boozed up immediately.
buzzing
It
out
was like I threw 90 zins in my mouth. It was.
What do we
it
think was
crazy?
Hey, that's world football, baby.
81-80, baby. That's what he said.
Hey, people need a little bit
sure?
more appreciation.
You
for
sure, Will?
LaRon Landry.
Yeah, I'm sure. Give me that shit. You came and checked up on me probably 2 drives in. You all right?
How's the heart? How's the heart?
See it double.
How's your heart doing? Everything okay?
I love that, man.
Hey, well, we hope you're great, man. Thank you for the entertainment. And on that note, Shregs, just kind of wasted your time there at the end with the LaRon Landry story, but we appreciate the hell out of you, man. We appreciate you.
You're the man, dude. Thank you so much. You guys are the best.
You're the best, ladies and gentlemen. See Pete Schrager. Here's a picture of LaRon Landry showing up at Indianapolis Colts training camp. Yeah.
I love that you tried it on game day first, like not even.
I mean, what? Yeah, that's the day. That's the day to try. He like
well, I
Chris
know
said, the
you.
Practice.
I know you, and there's some things you won't do on game day.
Exactly.
Anymore.
Mostly anything, but I figure, you know what? You look game ready. I want to get where you at. Maybe I'm not ready as you are. Let's get there.
Dude, Reggie.
What did I get there?
Dude, yes, you did, I assume. I don't remember what game it was. I didn't see it, but I'm happy you tried it out. Just be a good teammate a little bit. Reggie Wayne did not like that. That was a tough introduction to.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but LaRon didn't change one bit. I mean, he wasn't hitting people square anymore in walkthroughs, but he was certainly buzzing the tower. I mean, it was
fly buzz
every single time. Every single time. It never failed.
Maverick.
We're doing walkthrough, 2-minute, you name it. He's buzzing the tower every single time. Special teams, you got him on punt block. Okay, we're doing punt safe. Sweet. He's running right. I mean, he's trying to block kick in practice. It was awesome. I mean, it was an incredible thing. And yeah, he did look like this, though. I mean, this is what you get running around the field. I mean, that's wrong.
I remember.
He walked in looking like that day one. I mean, it was awesome. Tassels on his shirt, fucking sunglasses. Just walked in. I'm like,
You think it was a hybrid?
Yeah, he wanted to be a DN
linebacker,
safety hybrid.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, now they got the X.
Kind of a thing.
They got the star thing that's going on. He would have been ahead of his time. And I'm going to tell you, tackles would not have slept if this guy was coming off the edge.
And that's just regular old creatine in his hand, too.
That's
just
right.
Take your creatine, boys.
And that's a Tuesday night. That's not that's not show day or anything. That's just random Tuesday. And I assume he still looks like that exactly. Golly, what a fun time. All right, let's go through some news happening around. Aaron Donald's going to be a member of the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah. Yep.
When?
Soon.
Breaking?
No, I didn't get a message or anything. This is just like, it seems like from the beginning, nobody has put the brakes on anything. And obviously he's working out at the Rams facility, and he's working out with our players and staff, and he's rehabbing and recovering, and he just wants to know. Yeah, he does still have it, if you're wondering. Yeah, he still has it. I haven't seen the knives yet. I guess that would be kind of final boss of training for Aaron Donald when they get the knives back out. But all indications are telling us that Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett are going to be on the same D-line this upcoming season. Yes, that team is the odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl, but they are in the same division as the actual Super Bowl champions, the Seattle Seahawks. AJ, just kind of your thoughts. This has kind of been like the worst-kept secret, or like something that hasn't really been hidden from anybody, but seemingly a real Aaron Donald mental test to see where he's at. I think he's probably just trying to figure himself out, you think, at this stage?
Yeah, I guess he's just trying to see how his body responds, I guess, to some like more rigorous type workouts. We know the guy is always in the weight room. We see him working out with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, doing all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I just wonder when he's going to officially sign. We know he can still move. We know looks like he doesn't have any ailing injuries that slow him down at all. So I guess he's just trying to gauge how his body will respond. And I would assume his body is responding pretty damn well watching him go through these things.
How about if you're in recovery and you're like, great, now my every rehab session is going to be broadcasted to the world right behind Aaron Donald. All right, Aaron, you go first, and then I'll go. Thanks. Happy to see this. On that note, Rams piecing together quite a team.
Yeah.
You know, and it's all just been kind of understood that the contract's already figured out. Like, yeah, they already know what they're going to pay him. He knows what it's going to be. Because Aaron Donald, especially with the amount of money everybody else is getting, if he wanted to announce to the other teams, hey, I'm back. Sure. He'd get another $100 million if he really wanted to. If he does a couple good sled drills and puts that on the internet, I think there would be a team that'd be like, yep, whatever he wants. But instead, it's just kind of assumed he loves McVay, loves the Rams, only going back to do this, and they figured out the business part of it all. I assume it's going to be incentive-laden, I would assume, for Aaron Donald. But nonetheless, it just feels like it's going to happen.
Yeah, what was his contract when he retired? Was it completely run out? Did he have a year left? Like, I wonder if there was some sort of one-year buffer. Because I know going into his last year, there was already a conversation like, hey, Aaron Donald might call it. So if it was a one-year deal, do they just run that back, fully guaranteed, $20 million? Or I wonder what his rate will be when he comes back. Because, like you said, it is done. This is happening. They're going to have Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett on the same D-line. So, I mean, if you are in the NFC West, I couldn't imagine being an offensive lineman just thinking about this every week.
Yeah, well, you got to check 96. You got check 99. Then they got who else in that D-line as well?
Fisk, Young.
55.
Yeah.
Kobe Turner.
94.
Yeah, and it kind of goes back to the earlier conversation or the earlier clip we played with Michael Parsons and him talking about, his football intellect, the IQ of basically setting up the slides, knowing where they are. And that's the issue you're going to have every game, every week when you're facing this Rams team. Do we slide? Do we double 99? Do we slide? Do we double 95? Somebody's going to get a one-on-one. Zero, Young, he's been a dog, Fisk as well. So you're going to have to move around, and then that frees up other guys as well, or it keeps guys into the pass protection as opposed to getting 5 out for defense. So that helps the back end tremendously, man. But these guys are absolute monsters, man. This dude is legit an argument for greatest defensive player of all time. Now, he has been away from the game for, 2 complete years or 3 seasons?
2.
Okay, 2 full seasons. So, yes, he is a freak. He is a mutant. But, I would, till we see him on the field in pads playing football, that's when obviously it'll be done.
Best sports book in existence? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I can say that.
Definitely.
That's an above IQ thing.
Yeah,
you're IQ'd up right now.
I do think I'm above IQ'd up. I think that is what I'm doing. 4th best odds to win comeback player of the year. Guy's not signed to a team. Okay, so just know that that's happening. Now, we do have an AP voter who is not allowed to say anything about his votes publicly. But what are you kind of giving a snarl about? Why would he not be a comeback player?
Because this has changed.
Yes.
It's about overcoming stuff, and we had the Joe Flacco situation where he overcame taking his kids to school. Aaron just retired. It's
overcoming retirement's pretty big.
Yeah.
That was when he beat DeMar Hamlin, who overcame death. Was that year?
That's
Joe
why they changed
Flacco
it.
overcame taking his kids to school. Yeah.
This is the Flacco retirement comeback player rule, basically.
So I was confused by the odds.
What do we like here?
But I guess we'll just have to have
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I like Patrick Mahomes and Daniel Jones.
When did Mahomes tear his ACL?
October.
I think it was later than that.
I was going to say, it
maybe?
felt like he shouldn't be eligible for that. He played damn near the whole season.
What? But he's coming back from
Yeah, but no one expects, he didn't suck.
Yeah.
No one expects him to not be good, I don't think. And if you do, I think you're a bit of a fucking wacko. Same with Jaden Daniels. He played 7 games last year.
Week 15 is when Patrick Mahomes got hurt.
That's crazy.
He come back.
And
He is coming back.
They only.
I don't like it.
When he got hurt, they were already kind of shite.
Yeah, and they.
Oh, yeah, they were.
They were shite all year.
Yeah.
Whoa.
They were.
They would say the same thing.
The Chiefs are still the Chiefs, though. I think we all need to understand that the Chiefs is still the Chiefs, okay? And I'd like that to be remembered. They got a new stadium coming to a new state.
Got the AFC finalists in their division.
Denver Broncos are for real, brother. Who knows what the Chargers are going to be? I mean, and how about the Raiders?
I think some of us know who the Chargers are going to be.
What's that?
Oh, what is that? Smooching.
Listen, Justin Herbert's in love.
Justin Beer Herbert.
Yeah.
Whatever
Get it
the case
right.
is.
Justin Herbert.
Get it right.
All right.
Whatever they do, whatever the name is, you name it.
Her beer.
Good
Some
on
people are
him.
saying.
Beer Bert. Whatever the name is.
Combination.
Okay, whatever they're in love, and I am happy for them.
I respect that.
There's a lot of people saying they're pumped that Justin Herbert's even showing up to practice at all.
I saw a lot of those tweets, yeah.
Okay?
Sure.
So it's like, Joey Burrow, did you see what happened with him?
Yeah,
I did.
Same deal.
Same type of sit-down situation.
Copycat league.
He's won a playoff game, got to a Super Bowl.
Okay, that is a Miami Dolphins defender back there who obviously drafted Tua Tagovailoa, who's now a member of the Atlanta Falcons, over Justin Herbert, who is still a member of the Los Angeles Chargers. But nonetheless, you don't have to hold that regret against him because of the Tua Herbert thing. I like how happy Herbert is.
Both haven't won a playoff game.
No doubt. I actually do, too, and I appreciate love. Church and state, brother. is a National Football League, okay? Why don't we separate the two? Why don't you go out there, get your job done, and go smooch at home on the couch, okay? There's nothing
Training
wrong with
camp.
that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Training camp, you can't
Exactly.
go home. These are conjugal visits.
Set the standard.
These are
okay?
conjugal visits.
That's fine.
That's how I come from you.
Yeah, just got married.
Exactly. That's why I said I love. Church and state. You don't see me bringing my wife in here smooching her after the show. After the show, do you? Do you?
You should.
You don't see me doing that, all right? Well, bringing the old ball and chain around here, showing her everything, and smooching her sitting on the basketball court while you guys are still working in the other room. Okay.
The other guys aren't working.
You don't know that. There might have been plenty of extra reps on that field after.
There were
but we
certainly
wouldn't
some
know.
jugs machine, maybe some pass sets, but this is post-practice. Justin Herbert's about to go back out there and get his extra mental reps and physical reps. Just needs to say hello to the love of his life. And I don't like how much everybody's judging him. Josh Allen yesterday said, after having a daughter, maybe be a little bit softer, Sure. And a lot of people said, oh, that's great. That's good for football. These guys can't live an actual life. How come everybody wants to know everything about these guys? Then once they know everything about these guys, they say, I don't want to know everything about these guys.
What else did Josh say? I haven't seen my family because I'm so damn locked in. That's how you know the difference. Right there.
Well, it's family night. You saw everybody else's family was here, not just the beer birds.
After practice? after practice?
That's a good
Yeah,
day.
right.
That is.
What's that?
The beer birds? Is that what you call them?
I don't really like that you guys make me do that either. With the
I
way
saw
you
it
start.
online. I didn't start it.
Yeah, you did.
no,
Yeah, you
I'm
did.
not getting into that.
We brought it up a couple
I'm
days
not
ago.
getting into that. A Steelers fan in the back said, you don't see that happening in Pittsburgh, obviously.
Well,
That's right.
Yeah, for a
Singing a
couple
lot of
reasons.
praises, but obviously it's focused, locked down
Strictly ball.
on football. That's what everybody's trying to do right now, win a damn Super Bowl. George Kittle, seemingly going to be back whenever they say he's going to be back. We saw him all offseason having a good time, looked healthy. So any conversation about him delaying anything didn't feel real ever. George Kittle is a physical specimen, an absolute freak, a unicorn, an alien with a wild work ethic. We assume he will be back, expected to dominate as soon as he gets back on the field, AJ. Is that not accurate?
Yes, I absolutely expect him to dominate. If you remember, he came to our set at the Super Bowl. He was riding in the little wheelie chair like you get at Walmart if you broke your leg or something, or you're an old lady and you roll around. He seemed to be in great spirits and felt like he was on track to get back at it this year.
Yeah, it's Fatso at a fair.
That's big time.
Type situation.
Walmart.
But
Do you have to weigh in before you get one of those? Do they make you weigh in?
I
You
think
got to be
it's
over
eye test.
500.
yeah, I don't think there's an actual scale, but there is a lot of, you got it, we get it.
Yeah.
See
You
your
want a lot of
ankles.
that. George Kittle, though, was on one of those. And then obviously he's gone to work. He was on crutches, I do believe, when Mac Jones broke that ice shot glass off the gong in the background. So we've seen him kind of recover. He's enjoyed his life through recovery, but this guy's a psycho. He built an entire performance facility at his house. He is all in, all ball. Hopefully, he doesn't get got by that substation out there, because that thing's getting everybody.
It's waiting.
It's been keeping eyes on George, too.
Close
I don't like
eyes.
it.
Yeah, substation is dropping a little emoji. So.
Don't like it.
It's a heartbreaker to it. It's going to wait. It's going to take its sweet time.
Well, it seems like it does have multiple different varieties of taking the eye. It goes slow, and then it would actually pop up on your first day as well. And there's joint practice happening out there now, so we'll see how others respond to the substation immediately. And is it substation? Substation says absolutely not, but does seem like the numbers would indicate as such. Let's talk about some numbers. We're seeing some at ESPN Cleveland numbers and making us go, that feels like that's a better quarterback than that quarterback. Todd Monken, head coach of the Cleveland Browns, said, you don't need to be tying me up in all that type of bullshit in his post-practice presser yesterday.
I wasn't sure I understood you. When Mary Kay asked if they're even Steven, and then you mentioned that Deshaun's is better.
Hold on. What was that?
So that's what I'm asking. Were you saying,
I said Deshaun's better.
Were you saying that he's gotten better since camp, or that he's better than Shador? I want to make sure.
I don't think I threw in there that he's better than Shador. I'm not sure I went that far, but I appreciate you trying to trap me in that shit.
I'm not.
Todd Monken's giving no answers.
I love it.
Okay? I don't want to hear it. I said that, he
So
said,
good.
and then you hear him run through his, I would have never said that. Like in his mind, you hear him saying, trust yourself, Todd. Yeah, right. I'm not doing that at all. Any piece of information that we're getting from the head coach who's making this decision, especially with these two guys, is going to be hyper scrutinized. But he's saying, hey, it's a competition. Let the boys play. Let's see who's the best. AJ, you're in Ohio. How did the dog pound feel about this battle at this particular point?
I honestly think a lot of the fans, the people that I know that are diehard Cleveland Browns fans, they're kind of torn. They understand the history and what's gone on with Deshaun and all of that situation, and they actually love like the energy and all the juice that Shador has brought but they honestly think like, hey, whoever gives us a chance to win. I don't think anyone's hanging their hat on either player, but I think there's been positives on both sides for both these guys.
Here's yesterday's ESPN Cleveland tweet.
Wow.
3 tutties for Shador, only 2 for Deshaun. Who's leading the day? Well, at ESPN Cleveland has been giving us information. Todd Monken's been saying, You think? I'm not telling anybody. Yeah, right. He did say on his first day, he was the one in Baltimore trying to draft Shador.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, hey, I was the actual one trying to get you in Baltimore whenever you said, don't draft me, I'll go to Australia or whatever you said. And then he ended up at Cleveland. So Todd said we're going to have to talk about that at some point. I do believe Todd Monken has been given the ability to play whoever the hell he wants over there. Even though Deshaun's been paid $230 million guaranteed from the Cleveland Browns, is potentially back there.
Yeah, I mean, I just love everything we're seeing from Todd Monken right now. I love how he handles the media. He's clear with his messaging, so I would assume he's the same way with the team. And, you know, we got a job where we can be clipped up and things can be taken or a narrative can be made about certain quotes. We saw it earlier. We were talking about, you know, LaFleur and him talking about Jordan Love dissecting defenses and blitzes. So he knows, like, everything he says, especially when you talk about a quarterback battle, is going to be taken, can be given a life of his own. So I like him kind of nipping that in the bud right there. And that kind of sets the tone with the media, too, and how they're approaching him throughout his tenure as a head coach in Cleveland.
I wish he would just have a cig in his mouth.
Perfect.
Lane Johnson announces this is final season. Congratulations to him.
Yeah, Lane.
Incredibly successful career. A little bit of a retirement tour for one of the greatest of all time. I assume he'll be a first balloter.
Yep.
Yeah. I assume Lane Johnson will be a first ballot Hall of Famer. What a stud. And obviously, you know, Philadelphia has pillars. They're losing them slowly. Okay, Lane Johnson would obviously be the next one to go. Nick Sirianni has a brand new offensive system in there. Vic Fangio is a quote every single time he's at the press conference. He's hilarious. Are the Philadelphia Eagles a little bit of a sleeping giant over there? Because I've heard the Giants are about to have a big-time buzz. The gentle giant, I believe, is about to go. Are the Eagles, Philly Eagle Giants, about to kind of sleeping giants go ahead and attack everybody? Maybe the Johns got it done, especially for Lane Johnson one last go.
Yeah, I'd also buy low on the Eager Eagle, just so you have that on your radar as well, like the gentle giant. But yeah, I mean, it feels like the Eagles still have kind of the lead in that entire division. Like you just heard Traeger come on here and say, like, hey, look out for Mekhi Lemon. He's going to be a guy for Philly with Devontae Smith. So I would still lean Eagles easy in the NFC East.
Patriot Games finals tonight, I believe, on ABC High School Fitness Test. I believe they're competing for $250,000 in scholarships. Back in the day, presidential fitness awards were a huge deal. I think they're trying to bring that back in a Global Guts, American Gladiators, American Ninja Warrior type way for high school athletes and students across the country. Love that. ESPN Disney broadcasting that. Hope this becomes something special to keep kids fit and active. You know, used to have to play 60. Now the Patriot Games are giving away some scholarship funds. I hope this continues to grow. That's happening tonight. Also, Hard Knocks episode tonight. NFL Films folks are saying the best one they've had in a long time. We can't wait to be back tomorrow. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice might change our life.
Fucking nailed it.
Yeah, got it all.
That was a good.
Let's go.
That's
top tier. That's the Patriot Games out right there.
Good work there, too, Foxy, dancing in there.
Yes, sir.
That was my first time getting eyes on those Patriots games right there. In real time, I almost stopped and said, hold the phone. That looks a lot cooler than I could have ever imagined.
Is the Mike hosting that?
The Mike should be. He's hosting American Gladiators on Prom.
Season 2.
Season 2.
Available soon.
Coming.
The Mike is not a part of this. This is, I believe this is directly with the Sports Fit Council. And ESPN Disney.
Like Timmy Tebow and different people are on that council, right? Bryson DeChambeau.
Yes, I believe. Yeah, I do believe. So
Trips.
I think trying to get fitness back into the high school level in a big way is a massive piece. And I like that Disney and ESPN and ABC have all been like, all right, we'll broadcast this, try to make this a thing. This is obviously the first year. Hopefully it only continues to grow. We don't have any, we have no idea what's going on over there. Certainly something that we would be interested in, though. You know,
for sure.
Celebrating athletes, high school athletes, big stage. We got an obstacle course like this happening. Would certainly like to help this continue. I mean, this is why I started donating back to my high school. Wanted kids to stay in sports. You know, there's a lot of things that can get people away from sports these days, let alone all the technology. I mean, we talked about the e-bikes. So anything that's promoting the next generation to be active, badass dogs, I would like us to be a part of. And I think that's kind of what this is going to promote, especially if they're giving away big prizes, scholarship prizes. Hopefully it will only continue to grow. I think this is the first year. Finals are tonight at 6:30. I have no idea what's happening, but I cannot wait to see it.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine if when you were in high school, they basically showed up and brought an American Ninja Warrior, start to finish obstacle course, and you just competed against your high school or people around to do it. I mean, it is really cool. I think they're doing victory hoops as well, which is like a 3-on-3 situation. So it's not even just that. There's like other cool stuff they're doing, and then it's on primetime on Thursday, I believe, is when they'll show it on ABC for like everyone that's not on the
Okay,
ESPN
so they're not
app.
doing it live tonight.
So
Okay.
no, it's on the ESPN app live, but I believe it'll actually be shown like nationwide on cable, everything on Thursday.
Okay, so tonight is closing ceremonies on the ESPN app.
Yes.
And then Thursday it'll be the whole, hey, this is what it is, showcase.
Bingo. And I assume whoever wins tonight will probably be able to join the broadcast or whatever on the 13th or however they actually do it. But yeah, should be awesome.
So I couldn't touch my toes. So the presidential fitness test, that blue box beat me every single time.
Yeah, it's tough.
It really did. So it feels like they're having different options. You know, like 3-on-3 basketball is happening. I think there is also a tug of war option.
Yeah,
There's
dodgeball.
Tire?
Obstacle course. They have all their stuff.
Dodgeball?
I assume pull-ups and push-ups. It's like, if we can make
love
this
tire
into a thing, we would like to be a part of making that a thing for high
Cool.
school kids to want to be a part of. Because no matter what sport you play, if you don't play a sport, if you're just one of the, like a super fit, CrossFit type kid, having a chance to do that, win money as a high schooler, especially now with NIL stuff happening, it's like, let's do it. Let's promote that. We would like kids to continue to do that, stay active.
They need to. Coach Tressel does that. He's the lieutenant governor of Ohio, and I take part in it's called the Team Tressel Fitness Challenge. They go around to a bunch of different elementary schools all over Ohio, and I was able to go to the school where two of my kids go this past year and doing it again, where you go and give them these booklets and teach them how to work out and do things every single day, and then they come back and they get bronze, silver, or gold medals, depending on how they do.
Let's go.
Well done.
Wow.
Hell yeah,
Great.
Hawk. I
Good
didn't
for
know
sport,
that.
good for fitness, good for you, good for a world. They say big rain coming. Have you seen outside?
Oh, yeah.
Big rain.
It's
Big
dark.
rain is in Ohio. It's in Ohio, that's for sure.
Yeah, I heard big storms. I
thought it was done by now. Yeah.
No, I looked outside. It's pitch black outside.
black.
Check hourly.
All right,
Hide in your basement.
least amount of windows. Okay, it's where you need to be. There are safe zones in everybody's house, unless there isn't.
Is this
Yeah.
a
Get in a bathtub. Get in a bathtub, put a mattress over top you. That's
I know
what you
it's
got.
safe when Jack Carr is here, but is it safe?
No.
I feel like we're in a very safe place, actually. I do. I think so. Just because the dome.
There's
We
a lot
got,
of
we got a
brick.
basement? Or?
Say that.
A lot of brick. Too.
There is actually, when we purchased this place, we found out that there is.
Oh, storm shelter?
No, it's like a crypt, kind of.
Yeah, like tombs down there,
That's where Bill lives?
Whoa.
like the Vatican.
No, that's where he eats.
What's that?
So that's where he eats.
I didn't know that. I didn't really think about the place as much as it seems like you guys have. So that place down there that's kind of creepy and crawly, that's where
There's
Bailey.
dead people down there, yeah.
Bill feasts on
People that used to run the church, probably.
We should keep our eyes on this. Bill's going down there.
Yep.
I didn't know that. I thought we had that thing locked, sealed.
That,
tight.
isn't that why his room is right there? It's a door directly to his where he eats and has people.
You can't connect the dots looking forward, but you can certainly do that looking back. It feels like
Secret.
he picked that place, didn't he?
He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Why was the jaws of life here?
Good question.
Gonna let you. I fought with you, Bill.
Me too, Bill.
Me too, Bill.
What'd you guys do?
Nah, that's my dog.
Oh,
You
I thought
fucked with Bill?
Yeah,
Easy.
a long way.
I thought you said
It's my
fought
guy.
with. That was
The long way?
Yeah. To America.
the long walk.
You and Bill fuck with each other a long way.
Ride or die. Bad Boys for Life.
It was on this weekend. Good movie.
Be a friend, tell a friend. Something
Was it?
might change your life.
Which one?
Both.
Patriot Games.
Patriot.
Stop after 2.
Let's take a break on the other side.
Oh yeah.
That's what I thought. I was about to say.
Let's take a break on the other side. We got president of UFC.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
No, I just fucked Audible.
Yeah, because I thought we were going to go see Bill.
Yeah,
we're going to
exactly.
get eyes on
Yep.
Bill.
Yeah.
And then we remember we have a chance to chit chat with the president and CEO of the UFC.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to do that, actually.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Every convo with him is electrifying.
Yes.
All right, Dana White's on the other side. Be a friend, tell a friend, something nice might change your life. Take fight! But it is great to be down here in T-Town, Alabama. Now, let's do a little history here, shall we? This is, what's your name?
Gabby.
Gabby, you're a senior here, right?
That's correct.
And what is your major?
Chemical engineering.
Okay.
Okay, have you ever kicked anything before?
No.
Okay, but you said you want to do it, not get somebody else because...
Because I camped out for so many hours with my friend, and I got lucky enough to get picked. So let's go for it.
Yes!
Yeah!
Yes!
All right!
We love that,
Let's
Gabby.
go.
$300,000 if you make this kick right here, Gabby, okay?
Oh my gosh.
That seems fair.
I don't know what a chemical engineering degree costs, but hopefully that'll help towards it all.
My parents would love that.
Okay.
I'll throw in 200 as well.
He's throwing it to $500,000. All right, Gabby.
Okay.
Good luck. We're pulling for you. 33 yards. All you got to do is make the kick. Good luck, Gabby.
Okay. Thank you.
Any final thoughts?
I love you, Mom and Dad and brother.
Love that, Mom and Dad. Hope you have a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, Gabby Mathis, chemical engineer, senior here at Alabama, will attempt to win $500,000.
Oh! It's come to this, huh? It's come to this. It's come to this.
Gabby, why'd you smack me in the face? Kirk just smacked me in the face. How about this? How about this, Gabby? If Kirk Herbstreit can throw that football through those uprights right there, we'll give you $300,000. Are you okay with that? $300,000. If Kirk Herbstreit can throw it through those uprights, former Ohio State quarterback,
oh boy.
no warm-up, full suit for Gabby. Get Gabby, get Gabby, get Gabby. Congratulations, Gabby. All right. It's getting even more pricey. Kirk Herbstreit, I did not know you had that in you.
Oh, that's great.
Gabby, it's for you, your mom, your brother, the whole family. Congratulations, and Kirk, good on you, man. It was close. Back to you, Reese. Jeez. Way to go, Gabby.
Hey, what a moment. You know, I love the fact that Gabby wanted the experience. The old blue-eyed Buckeye still got a little sing in that arm of his.
We have an opportunity to give away $75,000 to a kid named Daniel Villasenor.
Absolutely.
You're a sophomore, correct?
Yeah.
What is your major?
Civil engineering.
Okay, so what's that mean? What is civil engineering?
I don't really know.
Have you ever kicked a ball before?
I have.
When? Were you a soccer player?
Soccer player, yeah.
Okay, how were you at kicking soccer balls? Pretty good?
I was okay. I was good.
Have you ever said anything negative about football kickers?
Maybe once or twice.
Daniel! Damn, Daniel! We don't need that! You make a field goal here from 33 yards uphill. You're the civil engineer. You'd have to tell me. I think it's about a 40-yard kick. If you're able to do that, we will give you $75,000.
All right.
He's got no laces.
Yeah, what do we got going here? Can we get a shot of shoes?
What time?
Hey, a shot of the shoes.
Daniel showed up in his Vans with no laces. What time did you get here for this?
About 11:40 last night.
You need a lot of power.
Good luck, Daniel.
I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it. Wait a second.
Just like everything this morning, that was a surprise. We did not expect that.
Let's go. We got to do one more shot.
One more kick for $100,000.
You got this, dude.
Let's go. How about this, Daniel? How about this, Daniel? Not only is this one for $100,000, if you make it, we'll add another $100,000 to the $500,000 donation we're about to make from College Game Day to the hurricane relief. It could be $600,000 if you make this, with $100,000 going into your pocket. Daniel, this is bigger than you. Let's make a kick, bro.
Way to overcome the shoes here. That was a heck of an effort. Come on, you got this.
In Berkeley, California.
You got it.
Oh! Hell yeah! Damn, Daniel! Damn, Daniel! All right. Just talking. Are you kidding me?
Hey,
Why?
let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers, UP. Damn it! Your friend tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to our humble abode, the DraftKings Thunderdome, on this stormy Patriots game, Tuesday, August 11, 2026. Hour 3 of the program begins now. Football! Hey, it's happening. That was one of our worst that we've ever done, but it's because the storm outside is obviously getting very loud. There's some thunder. Thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder. That's AJ Hawk. He brought the thunder. The thunder. Left hand. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder. We appreciate that, AJ. Talks to tables here at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt. One half of the hammer. Dahn. Cowboys AP Tonis here. 9-year NFL vet Darius J. Butler is
Yes,
here.
sir.
D-Bud, it looks bad. It's bad outside right now.
Yeah, it's pitch black. Different storms than we get in South Florida, but stay safe out here.
Yeah, it's a little windy. None of the TVs are working, so if you are able to watch us still, we are very pumped up about that. Shout out to our generator. You know?
Yeah. Shout out.
Shouldn't do that too loud. These things are known to fail, you know, and right now they are operating efficiently, so we appreciate that. We hope you all are safe. And we are joined now, ladies and gentlemen, by an absolute legend. A man who's an American dream story. A man whose name is synonymous with combat sport. A man who will say whatever the hell he feels, whenever the hell he feels, because he's earned that right to be able to do as such. The CEO and the president of UFC, a man who founded the Contender Series, which has another episode tonight at 7 p.m. on Paramount Plus. A man who started the Numbers Series, UFC 330 this weekend back in Philadelphia with Islam headlining the card. Ladies and gentlemen, Dana White. How you doing, man?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Good. What the hell's on your chest? What What's that say? What is that? A tactical?
Delta. Come on, man.
Oh, that's
guys are
Delta Force.
Oh, dogs. Absolute dogs, the Delta. I actually learned about the entire Delta Force a little bit more at Connor's wedding because there was an Army Ranger that was at the wedding. And the way he talked about the Delta folks, he was like, these fucking guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Glad they're on our side.
Definitely. Very glad that they are on our side. Just like you, pal. A huge weekend back in Philadelphia, back in Pennsylvania. Obviously, whenever you made this announcement, the governor came on our show to kind of proclaim his excitement. Can you tell me, as we're just days away from getting back to Philly, and what your expectations are of the weekend?
Yeah, well, I'm excited to get back to Philly. I haven't been there in a long time, so I'm actually flying there tomorrow. And Islam Makhachev, if he wins this fight, he breaks Anderson Silva's record for most title defenses. And obviously, as tough as he is, Ian Gary is tough to take down, great striking. If he can stay standing, he's going to give Islam a hell of a night.
When you're putting these cards together, it's Philadelphia. Those Johns are a little bit more rambunctious. Do you think about that with the style of fights for the Philadelphia people, or how do you kind of piece these cards together at this stage of your career?
I love Philly fans. I'm a Celtics fan, so every time I go to Philly for Celtics games, they're the best. Always talking shit to me the whole time I'm there. When I come walking in wearing my Celtics stuff, they're like, you got some balls wearing that here. Yeah. UFC sucks. And, selling shit at me the entire game. I love it. Yeah, Philly people are the best. And now that they have LeBron, they're only going to get louder and stronger, I would assume. So this weekend should be a spectacular environment. AJ has a question for you, Dana.
Yeah, Dana, if Islam's able to get a victory here over Gary, I guess, where do you think this puts Islam? I'm sure you've heard this before in the whole GOAT conversation, all of that. Where do you place him, I guess, in the annals of all the greats that have come through the UFC?
Yeah, no, he's definitely in it. What I love about Islam is he just keeps his head down, keeps fighting, keeps winning. And, when he keeps doing what he does, this whole GOAT thing's going to play out on its own as, right up until he retires. But he's definitely in the conversation. He's the pound for pound best fighter in the world and one of the all-time greats and possibly GOAT.
Okay, I like that. And anytime you say anything, people are going to get worked up about it, especially when you talk about your favorites. Whenever you talk about your favorites, whether or not it's a good style or not a good style, I think what you do is create a spectacle. I think you take a lot of pride in that. Obviously, you had Mexican Independence Day at the Sphere, which was spectacular. You had 250th celebration at the White House. Outrageous. Awesome. I mean, a storm split around the White House for you. And on that note, Ty has a question for you.
Yeah, Dana, in both those instances, people immediately were like, oh, Dana, this was incredible. You got to do this again. And you were basically like, fuck that. This was so expensive. It took forever. With that in mind, though, is there anything like that that you guys are kind of throwing around right now, like another massive event like that? Or is that one of those kind of things where inspiration will strike and you'll kind of just decide to do it? Because obviously, anytime you guys do commit to something like that, regardless of how expensive it might be, it always delivers.
Thank you. And yeah, I mean, there'll never be anything like the White House ever again. I mean, that night, we already had high expectations for it, and I was blown away. It's the greatest thing that I've ever been a part of. Being there live was amazing. But now my head of production, Craig Borsari, is so cocky after he absolutely killed that event. We are talking about something right now that he came up with. This was his idea, and I love it. I have to do some more groundwork on it, and if I end up doing this, I'll announce it here first.
We appreciate the opportunity. Thank you for that. So cool, you guys are going to the moon. You guys are going to go fight. You guys are going to go fight people on the moon. That's awesome, Dana. We were wondering who was going to be the first promoter to get up there. You being a moon fight would certainly be expected at this stage of everything. I can't wait to hear what your head of production does. And also, I like the way your head of production has to operate because you're not scared to go right up there. Graphics were wrong. Lights were shit. This was this. Production's got to get it together. I appreciate it because, we got Foxy back there. Foxy's starting to get a little bit, big on his britches as well. So I like the way you operate, Dana, the way you're hands-on with everything. Your company seemingly continuing to grow bigger and bigger. Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, Dana, talking about Zuffa Boxing, how has that been going, especially as you kind of balance the other UFC events and planning other massive events? Has that been a, tough thing to deal with as well alongside the UFC, or has that kind of been awesome being able to do that as well?
Yeah, it's been fun for me, actually. I'd always dreaded the idea of getting into boxing because I always felt like it was so broken and dirty and everything else, but it's actually been really fun. I've been having a good time with it. I was in Ireland last weekend. We had a blast. And then now Mexican Independence Day, we have Conor Benn versus Ryan Garcia in Vegas. Tickets are almost sold out. So it's going to be a big fight. And I'm really excited about that one.
Tell me about the boxing road, because obviously you get massive names, a couple different cards. You guys have been traveling the globe with this. How do you feel about getting back into the boxing road? I know you started, I think, in the boxing world. Then obviously UFC kind of changes. Getting back into the grit, the grind, and the grime of the boxing road. How has it been? And Garcia Ben's a huge, huge main event, obviously, as you continue to build.
It's been great. I've actually, like I said, I've loved it. I've had a good time with it. And, the fact that we pulled this fight together and got it in Vegas, Independence Day weekend. So that day, I have UFC Noche in Arizona. So I'll be in Arizona, then I'll fly straight from there to Vegas for the Garcia Ben fight. So I'll have two fights that day.
Are you doing Slapfest on the plane, or what are you doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna give Slap a break on that weekend. I'm two fights on the same day is enough for me.
I'll tell you what, you can get two main events in the middle of the plane. I assume at this stage of TKO and UFC, you can line up two of those things. Starlink too with the web
on top of the plane.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey,
go ahead.
Have you been on a plane with Starlink?
Dana, I won't get on a plane without Starlink.
Not any more money or anything like that, but holy shit, right?
Yeah, it's the greatest. It's
incredible.
Yeah, so we got super geniuses obviously on Earth with us right now. And one of them not only created Starlink and everything else, maybe getting us to the moon, yada, yada, yada. Another one created a website that was supposed to be hot or not. And then everybody signed up for it. And now he's a massive fight fan and combat sports fan. Go ahead,
dude. Yeah, talk about Zuckerberg. I know you collab with Meta, and you talked about how it was going to bring and change the fan experience. How is that Meta Apex out there, the arena out there in Vegas, and what do we have coming next for fans?
Congratulations on this, by the way.
Yeah, thanks. We literally did a big unveiling yesterday for the media. And then today is the Contender Series. So it's going to be my my first live event at the new Apex, and it's incredible. I'm looking forward to it. We had one on Saturday when I was in Ireland, and even my most jaded employees, Sean Shelby, who is actually Tom Brady's cousin, is one of our matchmakers. And this guy, to try to make this guy happy or make him smile was almost impossible. He loved it the other night, said the experience was incredible. So I'm looking forward to it tonight on the Contender Series on Paramount Plus.
I love, here we go again, Sean Shelby. Okay, I like that guy exists. You know, we have those guys in every business that have experienced the highs of highs, and all they're worried about is not having the lowest of lows. The Apex obviously came to be during COVID. It was one of the things that you thought of to keep the fights rolling. You also got an island, obviously, in the Middle East to continue Fight Island. And then the Apex became a completely different fight experience for me as a casual watching. I could hear the corner. I could hear the shots, the smacks. Then obviously, whenever you do that a few hundred times, everybody kind of gets sick of it. But you thought the intimate environment adds some fans. We get the best of both worlds, or how are you how do you land on this Apex becoming a full-blown venue at this point for things?
Yeah, so originally what happened was I was going to use the Apex to program UFC Fight Pass and just 24/7 fights happening in basically this studio. And then we were putting the last screw in the building, COVID hit. So, it ended up, we decided to make it an arena. And now it is a legit arena here in Las Vegas. You know, when you think of T-Mobile, Allegiant, and all these other, this is one of the most technologically advanced and beautiful arenas in the state of Nevada now. So we'll be doing more than just UFC fights. You know, there'll be comedy shows there, concerts, and when you think about all these big conventions that come into Vegas and they want to do something on the Strip and they need audio visual, there's nothing on the Strip that can compare to the Meta Apex. So it's going to become a real arena here in Nevada now.
Everything from fights to concerts. There's a new arena in town, and this is it. This place can do anything. We can host fights, comedy shows, concerts. We're capable of handling anything that comes our way. Does Sean Shelby know that? You guys are going to be hosting a lot of different shit because the audio for those concerts, Sean's going to have to be fucking wiring that thing up. Right. I mean, that's going to be a whole different animal.
I don't think Sean gives a shit about much, but he actually likes the new Meta Apex. That I can tell you.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate the hell out of you. Good luck with UFC 330 this weekend. Good luck with the Contender Series tonight at 7. Good luck with the Apex, obviously becoming a new venue alongside Meta. And I can't wait for the Slapfest in a private plane from Noche all the way up to the Zuffa Boxing in Vegas. You're the man, Dana. Keep going, brother.
Love you, boys. Thanks for everything.
Hey, Patriot Games, you know anything about this? We're just now learning about this. It seems sweet.
What?
Did you know the Patriot Games?
Patriot Games?
Oh, fuck. You don't know about them either. We just learned about this. It's on ESPN, I guess. It's on our platform. The government putting this together, the fitness group, I believe, the council, the sports council, they're high school kids attempting to win $250,000 in scholarships and like the old school fitness test type stuff. It's called the Patriot Games. I think it's the first year. They're trying to make it big, Dana. Going to need your brain on this, so fucking come on.
It's brilliant. I love it. That's a great idea. Love it.
I think so, too. American Ninja Warrior, little global guts in this thing. Get the high school kids active, something to shoot for, and win some money. This first year, we need you thinking about this, Dana.
Maybe do it out there to Meta Apex.
I'm in.
Okay.
Let me know what you need. I'm in.
Boom.
Okay, sick, because I'm selling to do it going forward. All right, you're the man. Ladies and gentlemen, that is President and CEO of UFC, Dana White.
Dana.
Actually, I think that Patriot Games thing is sick. He didn't even know about it.
No, he didn't.
No idea.
We didn't even know about it.
No.
I don't like that. Who's that on? Gumpy.
Yep.
Well,
actually,
I mean, none of us are in high school.
Yeah.
So would you give a shit about it if you didn't, like if I
I
saw
guess
that,
our algo not bringing it up
right.
Bingo.
is a good thing.
Better sign.
None of us are Ninja Warriors.
That's a good point.
Not yet.
None of us are Ninja Wars. But there's a chance that Mackenzie or Midas could potentially be young little American
Ninja
Patriot Wars.
Yeah. There's a lot of ninja programs around here. And I'm not shitting around.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Really?
Tons.
Mackenzie's going to be moving those pegs.
All
There's like full
all the
gyms that are
gymnastic
like
places.
full,
all-
Ninja
all-
Warrior training.
You ever see those guys do the pull-ups?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
ridiculous. They are so strong. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, their legs, we don't have to talk about it, but, they do have incredible rock climbing bodies.
Yeah.
Functional.
Yeah, functional, very functional.
Like Arnold.
Yeah, little fingertippies.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
So strong.
These things
Forearm
right
strength.
here. These things right here, they can really get going. The peg thing, teen, teen. And
That's so hard to do.
Yeah, so hard. Just staying like this, do the whole thing, bang, bang, bang. It's like, wow. Your core is outrageous.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Now, what about your arms? Oh, your shoulders, too. Fingies. How are your fingies?
I don't know.
They're like, don't worry about it. If we need to hang on something to save society, we fucking got it.
That's a good skill.
Need those.
Tony, let me know next time you go to one of those ninja places.
Okay.
Are you going to go?
Pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
I want to go to the.
I'm not going personally.
I tried.
Debo cruised through.
It's more
that
for
thing.
kids.
I tried.
I would like to do the.
Oh, yeah, I want to try that thing.
Sure.
I want to do the Eliminator at American Gladiators, the final situation.
Mount Fukidori?
No, so
You
I'm
wish.
thinking there
The
needs to be an
aggro
aggro
crag.
crag. There needs to be an aggro crag in this.
Yeah.
That's from Global Guts.
Correct.
The American Gladiators does have Mount.
Fuji?
Mount
Midoriyama.
Midoriyama.
Yeah.
That's
that's
American
something
Ninja
new.
War.
Okay, that's what we need
Yeah.
as well. What's that, AJ?
What's the Mount
Mount
Fujiwara?
Midoriyama.
What is that from? What show is that?
Just you'll never get it. It feels like.
I think they're just making shit up.
No.
Yeah, I
no,
think you are
that's
too.
American Ninja
I
Warrior.
never heard the Mike talk about that on American.
Well,
that's
because it's not
Gladiators.
Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
You've heard Kabir Paja Biamila talk
No,
about it.
Wake up.
Akbar,
Former
I've heard
teammate.
Akbar Pasha be a-
shit, that's
Akbar,
right.
And Matt
Baha,
Eisman.
Bia, Mia, and
Matt
Sean.
Eisman. Matt Eisman's the best warrior ninja they have. You ever seen him go through that in his suit?
Yes.
impressive.
Unbelievable.
He's a hell of a warrior ninja, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
awesome.
He's maybe one of my best warrior ninjas that I could think of. Chris Farley, number 2.
One of
Yeah.
the GOATs, no doubt about it.
What's going on?
Spade.
I just saw a couple fire engines and a police car going this way with their lights on. So I wonder if like a big tree branch or something fell on somebody's house.
All hell is really broken loose outside.
Yeah.
Feels like Mother Nature says, how about you guys experience a little bit of hell?
Yeah.
I can see the road though, so it looks like it calmed down.
Yeah, they're still driving.
They said wind blew over a car in Ohio.
Columbus, yeah.
Yeah. Saw that.
It's crazy.
This is what we need at the end of the Patriot games. This right here. This aggro crag.
Yeah. That goat.
If a high schooler wants to win $100,000 in scholarships, they're going to have to get through.
Fuck is that?
It's the aggro crag, dude.
That's the final boss.
Yeah,
But I don't know much about this either.
You don't know Mike O'Malley and Mo?
Send it over
No.
to Mo for the results. Mo! What?
That didn't. I don't know. That didn't make it into my
The
algorithm.
number
as a
one
kid.
show on Nickelodeon growing up.
Global
Nah,
Guts.
that's the
20
no.
years.
Mark Summers had the number one show on.
Ooh, Double Dare.
Nickelodeon.
Double Dare was a good show.
Literally right back. They were back to back.
I can't believe you. Do you know anything about the Barracudas?
Fucking Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah.
I do not.
Interesting.
You're crazy, man.
He is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you watch? Did you watch anything?
Salute your shorts. I watched that.
Wow.
Oh, Camp
Touche.
on Awana, dude.
Same
We
network,
understand.
same time frame.
Yeah, dude.
I'm confused.
I didn't put my VHS in and try to record it.
Did you watch
Should
Rugrats?
have.
Hell yeah.
No, I never really saw many animated things. That's animated, right?
Tommy Pickles, come on.
Yeah.
About Super
I saw
Mario.
Doug. Doug is the one cartoon I saw.
Classic.
You don't know anything about this guy?
Doug was awesome.
I only know it through you guys. You guys got years ago got mad at me not knowing what the aggro crag.
Doug
Fucking, that's Olmec, dude.
Oh, Mac, there it is. Mac, there it is. Yeah, there it
That's
is.
both sides, yeah.
I knew the name. You will have to figure out how. We have Bailey McComas running a Ninja Warrior course here in Indianapolis.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Certainly
remember
like
this.
to see this.
Yes.
Bill's been doing 2-a-days to try to get ripped up and yoked up for the last couple of years. I think it has worked. Hi, my name is Bailey McComas. I'm from Bob and Tom Show. This is American Ninja Warrior tryout. Okay, Bill. Good luck out there, man. Thank you, guys. They used to call me Big Motor. I should be able to do pretty good. Good luck, Bailey. Represent us well. You got it.
Does he go?
Thanks for trimming the video.
Yeah, does he do this at all? Or
That ain't Bill.
Ladies and gentlemen, representing Bob and Tom Show and Morty's Comedy Mexican Food Place. From Ball State, Bailey McComas. Good.
Oh, that's a tough
Bill.
That's bad.
Come on. Is he serious?
Oh, wait a minute.
All right.
Oh, cracking.
It does look like they're kind of wet.
Get up there.
Get up
Pads
there,
are
Bill.
wet, I think.
Okay.
You got to use some kinetic energy.
This
Yeah.
guy's Big Motor. They're taking him out of his game. He needs to be striding, not leaping. Boom. He hangs on, though. Can he everybody do it?
Got the wind knocked out
Nah,
of him.
he's got
Oh, no.
All right, so we didn't
I
get
bet if he
past-
did it now, he'd do much better.
Definitely.
Much better.
That's a
Oh,
tough
yeah.
course. They've set that up tough.
That was for the actual show, I believe. So actual ninjas were doing that. And then they asked local people if they wanted to come by. I think at that time, Bailey was working for the Bob and Tom Show. So the Bob and Tom Show was obviously offered up spots, and they said, fucking send them.
Oh, I thought he waited in line all night long.
Those pads aren't very soft either. That's like grip tape, like skateboard grip tape.
Hey,
fuck grip you up real good.
Chop me up real good. Chop me up real good, he said.
Oh,
and on that day, he decided he was going to get in shape. And now we have Bailey McComas, who's known as Bill, who you can find at your 24-hour gym.
Yeah.
If he happens to be in your town. Because he's hitting it. And he's eating straight meat to mouth.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Protein, man. That's all this guy's got time for. You don't want to look like this again. How
about
him there
my
saying,
stomach, my stomach.
It's sandpaper, it's sandpaper.
Fucking kill.
He hits this so.
That's the leg right there.
Find his wind.
That thing won. But Bill will see round 2 with this thing.
That's right.
He should.
Oh. Yeah. I've never seen Todd more than right there.
40 degrees that day.
So cold. I think it was middle of the morning, too, like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., maybe 6 a.m.
Yep.
Yeah, they offered it up to us, I believe, at this time.
I thought so, too.
And it
But
was.
he didn't qualify?
Yeah, he was up there.
They put him up on there for a couple of seconds on the leaderboard. And then I think Living Indy came in and, they got past that first sandpaper part.
Big Joe Stasiak fucking zipped right through it. And
No, you know who it was?
Who?
You know who? This is our Colts.
Oh.
And he
Flow.
ran it.
Seth?
The flow.
The flow. I believe the flow
Record-setting
ran.
time, yeah.
Yeah, there was everybody out there. We weren't able to make because I was coming back from a knee injury, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I was hurt.
Yeah.
They sent us a time like 2:30 a.m. or something. Could do that on like a Thursday.
Yeah.
Telling me DeFlo's been bringing it since then.
The Flow's famous, yeah. He still is. He got a new haircut. Excited for him. Excited for the Colts season, especially after we just beat the ass of the Pats today.
Yeah.
Joint practices.
That didn't happen, but yeah.
Sauce didn't like you guys posting that.
No, he did not.
Either.
I saw a tweet from
He
someone.
needs it.
Oh, it is from a one-on-one?
Little hitch route.
Boo!
Oh, 8-yard catch. It's fucked up.
Tagged him. Boom. Tackle.
3rd and 12. We're off the field.
Yeah.
Exactly. Who knows where the sticks were? Sauce does.
Duh.
He does.
He made tackle. And then guess what happened the rest of the day?
Strap.
That's what he said. He said, all this from a one-on-one rep and an 8-yard sit route at that? It's the reason that's the only one y'all saw.
That was the only one there was, reportedly. But yeah, I bet what he's saying is something else.
Yeah, what he's saying is
Yeah, where's your seatbelt?
afterwards, that's what he said. He found it. He went like this with it.
Mm-hmm.
Then so he could breathe a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
But he still got
Still strapped.
Yeah, still straps around there. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And he said the only reason we saw one is because our social team doesn't fucking do this. What is the deal? Colts win the day, they say. Don't see anything.
Didn't see a goddamn thing.
They had to have posted something by
Something
now,
by
right?
now.
7-on-7.
Might
That's
be
cool.
putting more turmeric in that cup or whatever they were doing.
It's turmeric, man.
We got a video. We got a video from the Colts.
Oh, dominate.
And yeah, Josh Downs is open. And yeah.
Rolling out in 7-on-7.
And
Okay.
yeah. Look, nobody's near him. The route he just ran.
There we go. Routes on air. We got it.
Oh, these are individual.
No, nobody. No, they're
Okay.
That's
there we
fine.
go.
No, that's it. That's 7 on.
they're playing one. Look, somebody's right
there we
there.
go.
Yeah.
Rolling out in 7-on-7.
If there's
That's
2
all I
QBs
need to
thrown at the
see.
same time, I'm guessing there's not a defense out there.
No, they're getting efficient work in. That boom defense right there.
Did you see that ball?
Oh my God.
I like how DJ's slinging it.
What are the odds for Colts win a Super Bowl, please, right now?
They just went up.
Yeah, plus 12,000.
No, that's not what they're at.
6,000, excuse me.
Yeah, that's what they were at. So now they're plus 200 now.
What?
Yeah. After practice,
That's what he
plus 200 is
Are
what
you-
it jumped to.
You might be looking at the wrong one, I think.
No. They show the practice.
Odds and lines are subject to change. We do not know if Tone's looking at the right thing. This graphic says it's still plus 6,000 for the Colts to win Super Bowl.
Okay, yeah, we'll trust that over me.
What's the over-under? What's the over-under for the Colts wins this year?
It just jumped to 13.5.
That doesn't sound right. Is that on?
After the practice, I'm telling you, they are Super Bowl favorites, and 13.5 is the over.
Odds and lines subject to change. The graphics is 7.5 though on DraftKings, best sports book on earth. If you're
when
of
was this
age.
made? Before or after practice?
Yeah, you're right. Who knows if DraftKings is going to have to adjust after what we're seeing right there.
Dolphins 3.5.
Cardinals 3.5.
Tough schedule for the Finns this year.
Browns
Same with the Cardinals.
5.5.
Yeah, tough.
Jets 5.5, and that might go down after today's joint practice.
Yeah.
Good luck to the Rams. 11.5. That's a lot of games. That's high expectations. Seattle Seahawks are in your division. Got them twice. They're going to win 10.5 games. Well, how are the Rams going to win 11.5 then?
Niners.
9.5. That's under 10.
I believe they play the AFC West as well. I could be wrong.
How about the Pittsburgh Steelers? 8.5. That'd be
That's, par for the course.
Actually, that would be actual par.
Yeah.
Tough schedule.
I believe.
I like that Niners.
That would be a par score. 8.5 out of 17 games.
Yep, right on the money.
Right on the money.
Because
maybe one under, if you will.
Yeah, if you go 7-7.
You get him plus 110 to have more wins than the Vikings. Lock that one in.
Kyler Murray announced as a starter today. Sounds like he's bashing him a little bit. Let's get the hell out of here. We got the Patriot games tonight live on ESPN Super Duper.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Live on ESPN Super Duper.
Thursday,
You can connect that to your YouTube TV now, I believe. So
good. If I can drop into my $4, I'll be very grateful.
not sure how it works, but
I think it's going to be a pretty packed house tonight, the Patriot games, from my understanding.
It's good.
They
Where's it
drug
at?
test these kids.
Where's that? The Q?
I don't know where it is, actually.
Spire Academy, I think.
I assume they are drug testing.
Shouldn't.
I don't know.
No. Can't drug test
Can't drug
kids.
test kids.
Definitely can.
Don't you drug test kids? I mean, isn't that something that happens to high school?
High school kids don't get tested,
No.
do they?
Hell no.
Man,
They don't?
We did so many steroids.
It's
in
not
high
illegal.
school.
I watched that documentary, Benny and the Roids.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was to
Ben
try to get
Affleck?
us to not do it, but it had the opposite effect.
No, it did not.
Like the dip presentation.
Yes. Bingo.
The dip presentation at Plum High School created the Copen Heathens, which was a band.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, and that's just how our school reacted to it. But I would like our school and other schools to have the opportunity to compete in these Patriot games. This could be something very good for athletic people, especially if you just have a unique talent of being able to do a shit ton of push-ups. Like, I think you should be able to benefit. I think we should be showcasing that. I'm excited for it. I don't know what it is currently, but I'm excited for whatever it becomes because it looks like everybody's kind of investing in it. I know ESPN and Disney and ABC are for sure. So hopefully it continues to grow. Benny and the Roids just pulled that up. That was a trip down memory lane right
Yeah,
there.
it was a good pull.
Did you watch this in high school? You remember Benny?
Was this Ben Affleck? Like after school special thing?
No, I don't think Ben Affleck was a part of this. Benny was just the name of the guy. And
Ben Affleck was a part of a great after school special about juice, and he got really upset and he got all juiced out and he started blasting his shoulder on the ground. I remember watching it. It is a thing, but you guys are probably too young.
is this what this is then? Because this was.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't remember it being Ben Affleck.
Older people around my age know the Ben Affleck one.
Well, Benny and the Jets is obviously very well known from back in the day. You know Benny and the Jets?
Nah, I just remember. Only thing I remember about Royce as a young kid is like made your ball small.
Yeah.
Yep.
High-pitched
Steve
voice.
Gans was,
was like,
Ben-
nope.
Benny Zimmer, not Ben Affleck.
Okay. Yeah, made your ball small.
That's what that was word on the street.
High pitched voice.
Yeah. So you know what? That worked for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay away from that.
Benny and the Roids.
Yeah. Or was that Ben Affleck?
No.
No, it was just Steve Hands.
Imagine if they started a rumor that said it made your dong bigger. How many kids would have been juiced?
Oh, fuck.
A lot of them.
Listen.
100%.
So many.
Yeah, but they did the right thing going the other way.
They did.
You want tiny little balls and penis? Do this.
That could be a lie.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, genius.
It's a good move.
Have to test it.
Great.
Hey, listen, we can't tell these kids that it's definitely going to kill them. Everybody that's done this stuff ends up in a bad spot. They won't listen. They don't care. They don't think they can die. They're too young. What do these kids care about? They don't want to have a tiny little.
Small dick.
Yeah.
You get a small dick.
Pecker small.
You better not do this.
Tell them they're going to get mocked and ridiculed by everybody for the rest of their lives. All right, fucking run it. Send it. That went viral before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we all heard the same thing. high-pitched voice, you're going to sound like a little girl. And you're going to have tiny
Tiny little dick and small balls.
That's what happens to you if you do this.
Sure you want to do it?
That kept us away.
It did. It really, what a great, true, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah.
Modern science for adults, not for these young kids, obviously. What a time to be alive. Lucky to be here. This is Benny getting under it on the bench. And what happened was he was publicly ridiculed because he couldn't move it as many times as his friends.
Looks like Schwarball.
Yeah, but then he did Roy's and he
It looks like Schrago, you mean?
did
it does look like
he did
Drago.
225 25 times.
At the end of the movie.
Yeah.
The beginning of the movie, he was only like 2 times. He was getting mocked and ridiculed. He got pissed off.
And he was the coolest kid in school. It was good. That was really benefited him in that movie.
No, but then he got super angry, obviously. You remember that. You missed that whole part.
Yeah, but he got a D1 scholarship.
To
I
Duquesne?
think he got taken away because he broke some laws.
That's one
I think
double A.
you missed the end.
Fucking Latterman.
You missed the end of the
Bingo.
movie.
Place at the table.
There was a
I
time
might
where
have to go to the bathroom or something.
there was a massive crash at the end. That's where
I
they're
didn't
like
see
little
that.
dong and the whole thing.
I didn't see that.
That's where they got you. I like that you selective listened to that entire thing. And look where it got you now.
Jacked.
Benny and the roids. Shouldn't be doing that. All right, let's get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow after the Patriot games. Live on ESPN Super Duper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Good luck with the wind.
It's gone.
Good luck to everybody dealing with this wind.
It has calmed down a bit.
Just ride it.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for the wind in my face, I wouldn't be able to fly,
Ain't that true?
said the Wright brothers plane. And then Vinatieri would say that and force us to kick into the wind every fucking day. And I told him I wasn't a plane. I was a man trying to kick a football well. So if we turn this around and maybe punt faster or fly faster with the wind. And that's why he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I'm not. But on that note, wind is something that is ever present, and you cannot see it. But it's something that we need to believe in, we need to feel, and we need to understand on the other side of the wind is the best weather we've ever experienced.
Ain't that true?
The wind brings the bad. Sea also clears that shit out.
Yeah.
So if you got some bad times happening, know some good times coming. And it might be in the form of vicious. And in the middle of the storm and the wind, it's hard to keep your eye on the future. But never forget that it's coming. And when it comes, so are you.
Hell yeah.
Be your friend, tell your friend something nice.
Hell yeah.
It might change their life. We're in this thing together. Thank all of you for following along. Ain't that right, AJ?
That is correct. The wind's coming, so are you.
That's right. You're going to. That's what it's all about.
Eventually.
Well, I don't know your style, I don't know what medicines you're on. I don't know what you're doing.
Unless you're taking steroids.
Yeah. Might be a short little quick affair.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say, at least.
Shooting blanks.
Pew, pew, pew.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what we're doing with this life, though, are we?
Nope.
Butter and loads.
All right, you ruined it, AJ. We're doing something motivational. You took this thing
What
the
do you
wrong
mean?
way. We're trying to motivate all of you. All right, be a friend, tell a friend. Something very nice. It might change your life. We're in this thing together. Album coming out Thursday night at midnight. The Diary of a Polarizing Figure. I do not believe we're going to be doing any shenanigans for any of it. Just know that I took a lot of time out of my life to share these notes that I've taken over the last 20 years, and I'm pretty proud of it. I'm pretty proud of what we got, and I'm very thankful that it's all kind of done. It was a lot of work.
He's in the barn.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Ilya, this man down in Nashville is an absolute stallion. Mark Holman, Seth, Ernest, Jelly Belly. All the people that have helped me through this entire role, I appreciate the hell out of them. And I think we got a good little thing coming out. I think there's some bangers on there.
Here we go.
I think there is some bangers.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's some good songs in there. Some good writing, I hope people will say in there. And maybe some stuff that gets you through the day, which is all we're trying to do. You guys' shoulders getting tired? I'm watching it happen in real time.
Never.
A little bit.
I've been kind of just right here the whole time.
This is on Hard Knocks tonight. Seattle Seahawks. Offensive line versus defensive line. 2 sledgehammers each. Who's going to break? Not us.
Never.
See you guys tomorrow. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice might change your life. We're in this thing together. Team on me, team on 3. For the good of sport, baby. 1, 2, 3. Team! Goodbye!